Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to Friday night in your Transformers show. We've got loads coming up tonight. We've got our top plane mode Transformers. That's going to be foreplay. Plus, we've got a conversation all about the conventions coming up, including TF Minicon, which is sold out. Loads more stuff. We've got all the news, Rohans Corner, and a whole lot more. Let's do the show tonight. Welcome. Yes, so tonight loads coming up, pickups, we've got the news, we've got Deathsaurus is being announced, so we know when that's coming to the UK shores, plus a whole lot more. I need Andy for the news, and he's gone to sort out his high-pitched problem. So let's start off with pickups then, randomly. So, in a change to the advertised schedule, we're going to start with pickups instead of the news. Now, who would like to go first? What's changed with you, Alexis? You're in some sort of regal... Are you waiting for an Indian takeaway to be?
I'm in my bedroom. I'm in my bedroom, mate. I'm in my
bedroom.
You know exactly where I am because I'm in recovery mode from my operation. So
I think you say you know exactly where you are because you spent so much time there with
me. Exactly.
Bloody hell! Andy's come back just in time for the news. So if you're ready, Andy, let's do some fucking news.
I talk some TV, and now the news. Don't touch that dial.
All right, Origins Wheeljack from Mark Mayer. Blessed be the Mark.
Praise be to Mark.
The holy Mark. Anyway, there it is. I don't know. I don't. Oh, panels. Everybody's loads of people were like going to moan about panels, but so far everybody I've seen has been fairly positive about this. So don't moan about it.
We got it. He's got chunky boy. He's chunky boy.
Yeah, well, they had to put him somewhere.
Yeah,
he was always going to be a shelf former because of the alt mode. It was always going to happen.
I'm okay with that.
Just be happy we got it to all those people who want to moan.
Absolutely wicked.
Anyway, it's nice to see it.
Do you get the blue spray, mate?
He can't fit, can he?
No.
No. He will, damn it.
I do think it would make the ultimate free pack. Well, if they bought that out as a free pack, that would just be excellent.
It does fit.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, they folded up the sides, but yes. I mean, if you do a bit of finagling, yeah.
Wheeljack Bumblebee and some lube as a free pack. Get it in there.
If you think about it, people have been wanting this for so long because he was the first Transformer on screen ever. And he was also the first transformation that was shown on screen as well. So it's it's a moment in history. It's no wonder people are excited about it. And the vacuum cleaner that was Jazz. Well, that's what they look like in the cartoon. You can't moan about it now, 40 years later, and say, "Oh, it looks well,
And 40 years ago, that mold that Wheeljack had was the height of technology back then. It was awesome. We would all love a car like that.
Yeah, I feel it cool.
Anyway, there you are, the three lads. All of them very happy and putting their hands up for reasons.
And the little Bumblebee robot can fit in as well if you just crush him in really hard.
Who doesn't want to do that, eh? Anyway, there you go. So that's kind of the big news for the mainline, I think, so far from the week. Some people may disagree, but anyway, they're wrong. Then we had this, which was the confirmation that Hound is coming, but good old Hasbro are sticking it in a 4-pack. Now, whether we get it singularly, we'll have to wait and see. But it's coming in a 4-pack with obviously Jazz, Wheeljack, Sunstreak, and Tropic, which is about 5-pack. Sorry,
that's a 5-pack.
Yeah, but I don't understand what. Are we getting new molds for any of the other ones, or is this just going to be
Sunstreak is a new mold?
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see because we haven't had any confirmation. It'll be interesting to find out. Unfortunately, it's a 5-pack. A lot of people will want because of the 5 characters it is, but. If they're old molds, apart from Hound, that could be a bit of a.
Does Jazz have a license issue? Is the only one I can think of.
Well, yeah, possibly.
He's old enough.
Tracking.
It's gonna be dollar though, isn't it? If you think each one's 20 quid each, at best.
But that's not true, though, is it? Because when you look at Sunstreaker on the market, he literally goes from 50 to 60 quid.
Yeah, his value's gone up, hasn't it?
Yeah, because they didn't make enough of him. Because the trouble with Sunstreaker was a lot of people took photos on a mobile phone, which distorts the yellow pigment already. So it made them think, oh, Sunstreaker isn't that good. Then when they started to see Sunstreaker in hand and other people, you know, taking better photos, they went, oh my God, this is a good figure, but they've missed out.
Yeah, snooze you lose. Speaking of which.
Oh, wow. I've kept mine in the dark shelf, actually. Hello, eBay.
Deathsaurus. Those of us in the UK, you hopefully have had the same email that we've all had, most of us, which is saying that we've got till Monday to let them know if you want to change the address he's coming to. So it will be being sent out imminently, it seems. So I think there was talk we were getting it in February. I mean, some people were saying possibly as late as March, but I'm sure February was kind of what they hinted at, and now we're getting
people
it.
People wouldn't know.
Before.
Didn't believe that.
No, not us. Transformers 1 movie release date for the United Kingdom has been pushed back. I don't think we have any particular explanation of to why, but it has for us. So we'll get it on October the 11th. You get to.
But that was just like the original Transformers movie, wasn't it? We always got it a bit later on.
I know, but we live in 2024 now, so you kind of think we just get it all at the same time. It's really annoying when we have to wait.
Maybe
There's
it's
no
time
reason for
difference.
it.
Time difference.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the time. Thank God for that. Thank God you made it. Right, TFN Minicon has sold out. That was a bit of a shock because the last year's eventually sold out, but it took a while to sell out.
It wasn't a shock. You're such an arsehole. We
It
said this is going to sell out in a couple of days. You best buy it. Then you went, okay, and you bought it on Sunday, and then it sold out literally a couple of days later.
It didn't last year, and that's my point. For a lot of people who waited because they were waiting to see, maybe they've had financial reasons why they couldn't buy it. That's
you
a
were
shock
there.
to them.
Well, we waited to get cocktails at the longest bar ever. There was people still trying to get into the showroom who didn't have tickets, but were trying to,
Yeah, but that's because they said at the time we're going to release some tickets on the day.
And that was stupid.
So that's why there was people waiting to get in. Anyway, the point is, it's sold out.
Jamie.
So unfortunately,
One way to cause a fire.
You can still turn up, can't you, to the hotel, can't you?
Yo, you can go to the hotel.
You live in Manchester and you're bored.
Unless they've held back some tickets again. But I don't know.
Only turn up if you're going to be buying me a pint or something like that. Right? That's the inquisitive, you know.
And then this is is it MDLX 30?
Flame Toys, that's right. That's it.
Yeah.
The 30, MDLX 30. Yes, 30.
And this is off June King on Weibo.
Do you like that, Alexis? Because you've got bad taste. Do you like that kind of thing?
No, I don't like the
Now everyone's getting it tonight, isn't they?
That's hideous.
I've had it, Andy's had it, Alexis.
From the knee down, it looks like a harpy. It looks like it's got like talons at the feet.
Yeah. Do you think if the feet were just like better, it would be okay?
I think if the legs were better, then I'd consider it. But I need to see that, you know, 'cause it's well made, it's well articulated, painted to the nines. It's actually technically very good and solid, but I just don't like the legs. Like I haven't bought the Megatron as well because I don't like the aesthetic they've done there. They put like a twist on it almost. I'd rather get, like, as I said, I've got the Yellow Park Megatron.
They gave him an hourglass figure, didn't they? It's like someone got a bit confused when they were designing Megatron, I think.
Yeah, they maybe if it was Megan Foxtron, but you know, there you go.
Oh,
Anyway, moving on. Yellow Park Scourge,
Megan Fox.
Rise of the Beast Scourge, and Cheetor.
I would buy a Megan Fox, John, just to be honest, just to get that out there.
Big she not allowed to buy people anymore, but yeah. I think they abolished that.
Only in this country. Only this country.
Scourge. Who's got this? Oh, Sixo's got this. I'm sure it's Sixo. He put a photo on and he seemed pretty impressed.
Yellow Park. Is this Yellow Park, is it?
Yes, Yellow Park.
It's also the big
It's
boy
great.
version. Like the Yellow Park is like 3-0. Like the
He
big
looks like
version,
he's going to
basically.
a sex club, though. He doesn't look like he's off to fight a war. You know, I just don't know.
Will there ever be a toy we have that you don't compare in some way to sex?
I don't
It's
know.
always the same. Go on then. What's he doing?
He's got a big shaft, hasn't he?
Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, I'll give you that one. All right, Cheetor. There you go. More slender looking than his Studio Series toy. They look nice. It's just, it's just a statue.
Cheetah looks nice.
Has he got a watch?
They do. They are really articulate, and they are painted very well. So
I wish the Studio Series had that color instead of this sort of like human skin type color.
Go back to that photo. Go back to the photograph of him looking at his watch.
How do we ask nicely?
please.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam. Hi, RJ.
What time
Got
is
what
it?
on?
It's
Ian.
Cheeto time. Like Cheeto
That was
time.
not worth it. Right, moving on. There he is again. So the shaft can split in half. You'll know that.
Just
Dave.
like what happened to Alexis last week.
Great mind. Moving on.
But
This is the thing that's on the screen. This is the AMK series Optimus Prime.
Alexis, I don't know why you're
Weapons
just not sitting down normally. Surely your penis is so small it just levitates in the air. I don't know. It's not like
I
it's
am
going to come in
sat down.
contact with anything.
You'll find it's his tiny testes that is the problem. Right, moving on.
Surely they
It's
should
the
be
battle pack.
floating like balloons. I don't know.
Oh,
It's
God,
only
imagine
Paul-
if that popped up at the bottom of the screen.
It's
Okay,
only-
anyway.
It's only
Don't
Paul that
encourage
hasn't
him.
copped it yet. You're next, Paul.
You haven't
Hiding
watched
behind the comments.
Amy's
Scottish
going
rage
through
gets
the
me.
group.
it. Anyway, weapons for that thing. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay. It's weapons. If you've got it and you want weapons, happy days. I kind of feel like it
It
should come
looks
with
good,
but okay.
doesn't it? It's just expensive.
Should they not just come with it? I don't know. Maybe I'm being naive in thinking that you would get these things with it, but
Yeah.
I have no idea how much this costs because it doesn't give a price on the information that I was.
Well,
able
I
to
think it's
retrieve.
like you said, the fact that you have to pay any money when it's something that maybe it should have came in the original.
Hmm. But then we could argue that for the next thing as well, because we've got the Snarl DX DNA design upgrade kit. Me speak properly. Which I love Snarl. I love that toy. But you do feel like maybe one or two of these things should have come with it. I know it's budget reasons, but I like the flame.
It just doesn't seem much of an upgrade kit because it's not got his iconic guns, has it?
No,
The
what was it?
G1.
The shoulder-mounted rocket launcher?
Yeah.
You can
Rifle?
buy that one. The one you're talking about, Jamie. You can actually buy that.
Well,
Is it the
Matrix
same
Workshop.
company? as
Matrix Workshop have got Matrix Workshop do an add-on kit which gives you this sort of shoulder gun and actual gun from the original G1. And I was just thinking DNA kit, it looks really nice, these fellows, but instead of having these nice flame effects, I think it would have been better to have the rocket launcher and gun, and that would have made it a superb pack.
Yeah, he does need his weapons.
Who is it that does the upgrade kits? Transformers. I'm trying to remember the name of them.
The Matrix upgrade,
On
the upgrade kit and DNA
T-
as far as I'm aware.
TF Safari. There is
TF
another
Safari
kit.
and UK suppliers are Dino Island toys, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you can get the upgrade kit for Snarl, which comes. I know you said about the Matrix.
It's still there. Don't say it yet. I haven't bought it.
No, the one. The other.
Shush.
Oh no, I'm looking at it is yeah, it's still there. There's two. You can get two actually. You can get the Matrix Workshop one, and there's another one as well. BDT. I'll send you a link, Jamie. There's another one.
And then there's this little brilliant photo, which was taken by, let's give some credit where it's due, drinking about robots there, of Flame Toys Tarn alongside Black Mamba. Is that what we call it? DJD01? Yeah. The oversized knockoff Legacy Tarn. So
one of my favourite photographers who looks like an angry Viking.
You do not want to annoy the man. There you go. So, yeah. I don't know. They both look good in their own ways. Just different. A lot more chunk on that one than the new knockoff one.
I have the one on the left. You see, and that sits on my shelf. But I normally sit behind me as my Tarn. It's a bit chunky, a bit bigger than the MMT version. I'm going to do a little comparison when I get the one on the right of the three bots, so you can decide which one you can get.
I do prefer the one with the chunkier shoulders. You know, like it's like Dallas or something like that. You know, it's hard to tell, isn't it? But the money difference. What's the difference in money?
How much was that? Sam's watching, so you can tell us the truth.
It's about 120, 130. It's a knockoff of Flame Toys. It's sold out of it. Well, the Flame Toys version is 450.
Yeah, but that's the Flame Toys version on the screen. That's
no. Oh, okay.
Flame Toys Tarn says it there.
Sorry. I've got the knockoff of Flame Toys Tarn, which is 130. That version is about 450. So there you go. So I've got the cheap version of that, which does exactly the same thing, which is Muscle Bear.
Right. Well, we'll move on. So we got MDLX Skywarp. Now, we'd seen a photo of the 3 Seekers together, but we hadn't seen all these photos, and it's all up on their website, on 30's website. I think pre-order, I'm sure it said it was due third quarter. Was it second quarter of 2024? So
what do people in chat think about this? Because again, it's just like So's feet. It's just ridiculous.
Hooves.
We've got some comments. So, Rishi's Maths Club said he's currently in Ukraine making some sweet deal for his wife. He hopes we're all happy with the Tories. Getting on with a great job. Well done, Tories. Borders Dude said, is Jeremy Carl with you, Rishi? And RJ said, fuck off, you Math Club nerd. Not specifically about MDLX Transformers.
But all
genuinely
very relevant.
They were comments.
And this, by the way, is about 120 quid if you want to buy it.
Could you buy a version with good feet? That would be awesome. I wonder if they would consider that.
Yeah, it's called Defamation Space.
Do you not want one though that you don't want to rip your own limbs off when you try and transform it?
This this is even harder to transform because it's got one mode.
I was going to say you don't need to with this one.
That second mode is quite possible.
Do you think there's actually someone who there must be people who like that design? There must be. Is it an age thing?
It's not my thing, but there will be. The Talon feet's a bit strange, but but it's a design choice that made it. And there we can see how big it is, 20 centimeters approximately, if you just hold it on the palm of your hand in that traditional way.
Which hides the Talon feet, so it's not.
Just imagine if you had to pay loads of people to display your Transformers like that. You could have hundreds. Anyway, and we have this. So this is an image that was leaked, and then literally within about an hour, we got proper photos. So there you go. So this is the Transformers Masterpiece MPG-07 Gino. Anyway, it's a train bot. And it's a redeco of MPG-01 based on the test and diagnostic 922 type train, also known as Dr. Yellow in Japan. We've all learned something today and enriched our lives by doing so. Anyway, it comes with some new parts. A retooled toy-inspired head, a shield, which also works as a new chest for Raiden, inspired by old Diaclone art, and a completely new extra abdomen piece, which looks a bit like a Ghetto Blaster when he's holding it, or a briefcase. So,
yeah, that extra piece is for the original Raidon, isn't it, when it's combined?
Yes, I believe so.
To make the proportions better, I think.
Make them taller, you think?
But,
maybe you could get a piece like that now, Alexis.
Well, extra bit for my middle, extra middle bit.
Protection.
Yes.
For the hole.
Anyway, there you go. So it's yellow.
Said at least it went yellow. The plastic.
I think that's what this is. It's all the yellowed ones they had. Knock them out.
Everything yellow.
I love it. There is a photo which I think I've missed, which is the one where he's holding it up like it's a Ghetto Blaster, which is a shame. But there he is using it to.
So you told us. I missed the best photo.
Yeah. It's not the best. It's just a photo. And there you can see the backpack. I mean, we all know these masterpiece ones.
Masterpiece.
There's a bit of a criticism of the backpacks, but I noticed 6.0 when they did their bots of the year, they were talking about these as some of the best ones, and he said, well, it's personal preference, isn't it? He said he wasn't bothered by it, and I guess it is. It's all down to personal preference.
That looks normal.
Yeah, that's where you stick whatever that is on the side.
On the train.
Chest piece, and then there you go. That's what it'll look like if you slap that yellowed version.
Oh, where's the extra bit in the middle? I can't see. It still looks chunks to piece to me.
I think there's a part it comes with it because that's what people were talking about when I was looking at the TFW 2005 forum.
Oh, that's everything. That's everything mainline. Sweet. Right. Shall we do some third party?
Yeah, just Grizzy was just saying that talking of yellow, did anyone see there's a flood at Hasbro storage unit? Some been sold off really cheap. I didn't see that.
I saw the photos of that. Yeah, I didn't realise they'd been sold off. I would have thought they'd have just chucked it, but there you go.
Right, well, that shouldn't stop us doing third-party news, should it? So let's roll ahead with some third-party news. It's the best bit of the show.
Believe it or not, this is the fun part.
Ocular Max, PS21 Ignis.
This looks
All
pretty
in
good.
one.
Chunky hotspot. That is.
Do you mind if I go to the toilet if someone does the comments?
Yeah, Jamie, can you do that? Because
Yeah.
I can't.
Number
I can
one
see
or
the
two?
comments while I've got this open. So
Cheers, guys.
One or two.
I'll let you know in
Give us the
between 2
deets.
and 20 minutes.
So it's number 1 then.
So I think someone said this isn't available at Show Z anymore. I'm pretty sure it is still available at Show Z store, from what I remember.
Borders Dude is asking a question. What 80s cafe are you sitting in right now, Alexis?
I'm in my bloody bedroom.
Oh, is it bloody?
That
Oh, clean
decor
it
out
up.
of choice. Out of choice.
His
like,
weepy,
you go.
his weepy bedroom.
Oh.
I mean, lucky I've not seen Alexis' bedroom, and thankfully I'm glad about that now.
So you can still order Ignis from Show Z store, and if you order it
Alexis,
today,
should we be taking advice from a man who has a bedroom from the 1970s? I don't think so.
What's wrong with this?
I thought you were going to say something else.
Oh yeah, I thought you were going somewhere else with that as well.
Is that brown? You actually chose the colour. You went all 70s, didn't you? Just full out brown and tan, and some more brown.
Be honest, is there a mirror on the ceiling?
No.
I bet
I
he's got
still want to check though. Why did you
What's
Bless you. God bless.
Let's see his glasses. You can see it reflect off his glasses.
Don't watch. You see the porn I'm downloading. Don't.
The most boring of the combiners, Deathsaurus. Controversial opinion.
So he is still available on Show Z if you want to pre-order him. That's really good. So
is he?
So if you are, yeah, he is.
So if they use Arrowfire's code.
They can, or they can use Arrowfire 1. They can use Fire 1, or they can use TF Show.
I thought TF Show had finished.
No, that code's going forever, mate. But
competition.
Since you brought it up, the competition is still open. If you place an order with it and email
Moff just wanted to make it clear that he's seen better decor, Alexis, in porn videos.
I'll bet he has.
You can.
You missed a trick. You should have called your code.
Have you actually got a
Fire
painting
one.
above your bed? Have you got a painting above your bed?
Oh, mate.
What do you mean?
Oh.
That's a tiger. That's a tiger.
This is what people come for. It's our in-depth analysis of Transformers in Alexis's bedroom.
Alexis abuse.
If there was more than one of them, it'd be Alexi abuse, remember? Right, we move on. There's the fencer anyway. It looks good.
It's a white tiger. Interesting.
Right, moving on from porn bedrooms. Kang Toys. I don't know why I said it like I don't know. Mini Chiyu? Is that what they call it? Mini Chiyu? Legend scale Predaking. By a Weibo user, 2 toy box, which is actually on the photos.
That looks like it's got bird feet as well. Really, it doesn't. It looks that stance looks really weird. Like proportions just don't look right on that.
Yeah, but the original toy, if you look at it, the feet were the 2 things, and I think that's what he's trying to emulate rather than just I'm giving it talons. But then again, I suppose talons for an animalistic bot would make sense, wouldn't it? In a way, not so much for seekers, although they fly. Anyway, whole other discussion. Which Bruticus is that, or Bruticai, as you like to say?
Is that Warbatron? No, it's not. Is it? It's Iron Factory.
Iron Factory. That is.
I didn't even notice Paul had slid back in from his toilet session. Welcome back, Paul. Hang on, which Devastator is that then?
Magic Square.
Thank you. See, knowledge is power. Thank you for the knowledge. And there it is. I don't know. If you like a really over-stylized Predaking, it's very good. Anybody like this? There wasn't exactly a big shout. Yeah,
I like it. Awesome. I've got this. I like this.
You've got the full-size one, though, haven't you?
I've got that.
When you pin next to Magic Square, the detail on this is brilliant. It's so much more detailed than normal Legends figures, and where Magic Square go really simple, it's good to see Kang Toys getting really detailed. I like it.
And there's the comparison with some of their other figures, I'm assuming. What's the point of that? Yeah.
Are they Magic Square? Is that Magic Square Megatron and stuff?
It feels really weird because it feels like we've seen all these before because they're obviously just the mini version, the downscale versions of the ones we've seen. So it always feels like I'm not sharing news, but it is. Anyway, there it is. If If you like them,
they're all downsized.
buy them
Yes.
or don't. It's not really.
I put
I
the
suppose
details
that's
of the
what Paul. I suppose that's what Paul said, though. They're like really detailed, almost miniature versions of the bigger ones you had
They are.
before.
And if they'd done a Bruticus, like a really detailed Bruticus, I think I'd buy that. The Magic Square one, I've got most of it. It's just a bit basic.
Okay.
That's it.
So
I love that, Paul. That's
all I've got.
That's all I've got on Transformers this week.
Paul's reviews.
I'm going to cover myself with borders, dude.
Before we go into this, I put the details of the competition in the chat. If anyone does want to enter, we've got 15 people in so far. If you want to enter, just follow the instructions in the chat. Transformers the show. There's a link there to a short. Follow that, and you can still enter this competition today. But the code will continue. These photos are from Adam Burnham. Adam Burnham kindly said we could share them. He's been collecting for about 2 years. I think he's got quite a good collection for someone who's been collecting 2 years. This is the Dreamstar Toys Superion. The reason we're showing this is because it's getting a lot of mixed messages, really, mainly negative. I asked it how solid the bot was. Can you put it into some dynamic poses for me? What's it like with it? Is it solid? How solid? Compare it to something like Kang Toys, which he showed a picture of next to Kang Toys. He said it's just as solid. He said yes, it's a bit fiddly to get bits in. When you move it around, things do unpop, and that happens with Zeta to be honest. But he was very complimentary of it. If you like transformations, if you can get through with them, then apparently this is going to be very good. So there is next to his Kang Toys as well. The photo before that, actually, with the Computron, that's the Like Toys Computron. If you go back to that one photo, Andy, sorry. That's the Like Toys Computron. I asked him again what Like Toys Computron was like, because that's actually very expensive. So that is $333 for the bot. It's for the actual shell itself, and you have to buy the individual figures stand up, which will probably cost you another £100 on top, really. And he actually said this is actually his favourite one of the whole of what he has. He has quite a lot, as you can see from the background. So it was an interesting take on you get what you pay for almost. So, like, yes, these things sometimes do look a little bit intimate or expensive, but he said he was quite complimentary. He's got quite a decent masterpiece collection there. So,
who's this? You're talking to?
Adam Burnham. So he put these pictures on the group on the group. So
I love the way you worded that, Paul. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Who's not part of our group immediately?
Yeah, who's that?
How dare you?
You guys. Right.
The council of Harley will have to discuss this.
Now
Adam
knows what
after the show.
Adam knows what it's like to be on the show now, then, doesn't he?
Andrew.
Anyway,
there you go. Lovely collection.
What do you guys think of the actual of the Superior there? Like,
was
I
he
don't
Andy
like it.
Burnham? Was he homesick too?
It's over. It's over started. It's over complicated.
I don't like it. I don't think it's. I think maybe we're the wrong people to ask sometimes, because there's not many third parties we do like. Well, I don't anyway. I look at the Pediking thing, and that looks really awesome. You know.
I think they go well together. It looks like they're real life, like like a not cartoon but movie-esque.
It just doesn't look fun, does it? It looks really good. It just doesn't look fun. It's like more of a model.
You wouldn't want to take it to bed.
Pangu, well, hang on a second. Pangu Toys PT01 Commander, and there's the packaging. And then, to give us an idea of the size, there's a lady holding a box. And then, for reasons I haven't fully qualified yet, there's just a picture of the lady.
I don't know about you, Andy, but I think this is a brave new direction they're going in, and I'm all for it.
I tell you what, if this is the way third party's going, I think their sales are going to skyrocket.
Yeah. Amy's on board.
Hasbro who?
It's only 12 as well, which is weird.
I wish we could read that and we all knew what it said. I'm sure it's...
She's probably 42 in a chain smoker.
She is, isn't she?
It still looks like that.
Grand.
But we know she's taller than 18 inches, don't we?
We can be sure of it. Anyway, there you go. So if you like looking at a picture of a box, there you go.
Does anyone know what that says?
Sorry, I meant the toy, just to be clear.
Does anyone know what the writing says? Because obviously I think there wasn't
Jamie
writing
does.
in the second picture, but there was writing in the third picture. So
yeah, we're all
says.
fluent in kanji.
Yeah, Jamie, what does that say again?
I have no fucking clue.
Brilliant.
I'll find
Brilliant.
out. I'll find out.
I love the way
That's
you
not-
asked
that's
that
not
as if you
Japanese.
seriously thought one of us. Any of you read Cantonese or anything like that? Any of you read anything? No.
Yeah, no.
When are we ever giving you that impression that we do?
Nothing
Given the
to
numerous
say.
times we've shown pictures that have that writing on, we've all gone, no idea what it says. But
Please
not
send
today.
help.
Not today, Satan. Right, first coloured test shot of MB22. And also you get to see how the parts apply to the core robot of MB15 Naval Commander from good old Fans Hobby. And there you go. So this is, again, their version of Armada Jetfire. So if you are a big Armada fan, Unicorn Trilogy fan, I'm sure you're quite excited for this. He's never been my favourite Armada design, I've got to be honest. So, hey-ho.
It reminds me a
playing
little-
this,
it reminds-
Alexis?
No, I'm not. It reminds me of Galaxy Shuttle from
Yeah.
Victory.
yeah.
It'd be nice if they actually did a retool, made a Galaxy Shuttle. That'd be quite cool because we haven't had because Galaxy Shuttle was big. It was much bigger than the Star Saber. That was the point. You remember one episode came out and saved him from from sudden death, right? So it'd be really cool if they did a Galaxy Shuttle. That would go really well with what's it called? A Ground Shaker as well, potentially.
Maybe they will. This next thing was sent to me by Dan Stevens, who is obviously somebody we know, and he sent me this because I've not seen this before. Have we seen this? Alexis, you're the third-party guy. Have we seen
haven't
this?
seen this.
Trans-age Hunt Pal. Seems to be
Not
like a
in
version
hand.
of Ravage. That
Yeah, it's a triple changer. Ravager it turns into
Yeah,
a
yeah.
jet and a Jaguar.
Yeah, he sent me some
no,
more
I've never
photos
seen-
as well with a bit of a write-up. Hang on, I'm trying to
What's it like?
find them
Go on.
again.
Let's just see what it's like. Actually, it looks good. It looks really clean in all modes.
I can't find the write-up now. Friggin' hell, so much news in here, bastards. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. I like the jet mode. I mean, you've got to have it's a triple changer. You're always going to have sacrifice. To me, the Ravage type mode doesn't look the best. Like if you looked at where the sacrifices had been made, but it's still not bad. It's just not great. I'm guessing that's
It's made for the all modes, right?
I mean,
made for the
the
all
jet
modes.
mode looks nice,
Yeah, well done.
and it just don't look underneath. Would be my tip. But that's the same with so many jet, like especially with a triple changer. Anyway, that was thanks Dan for sending those in first, because like Alexis just said, I don't think we've seen any in-hand photos of it before. Go on then, Alexis. Oh no, he's talking to someone, so I'll figure out what this
So
is.
this is New Age. Are they for me? Are they? Oh, not.
Well, all of them. How many have you bought, Alexis? Oh, sorry, you're talking to
Gary's got
someone.
buttons. Gary's. Are you just there to tease me? Gary's got,
What's his name?
buttons.
I mean, look, we can pause
Paddy
it.
Wheeljack.
This is
It's,
New
Evil
Age, not Wheeljack.
Evil Jack.
No.
Yeah, exhaust.
Oh,
Exhaust.
friggin' exhaust.
Exhaust,
Yes.
that's it.
And that's his box, and him in the box, and lots of them.
Lots of boxes. Lots of boxes.
Exciting.
It's a shared by New Age. Then we have
like
Abominus,
Abominus.
which was shared. So a lot of people. So they've done one already with the unique toys limbs, and now this is one to go with the not unique toys TFC limbs.
Yeah.
TFC.
I
But TFC is
don't-
the new one that have been released.
I don't
but
want
they
to sound
haven't released
negative.
Hunger yet.
I don't like that massive chest.
No, it's too big.
Yeah, the chest piece looks a bit too big now. It's.
Mhm.
I wonder if that's because they've made him taller and they feel they have to like fill, otherwise he'll just look too lanky. I don't know.
Isn't that like how the show looks in the show?
Yeah, but if
No.
you look at it, it looks fucking stupid. So I think,
You know what we were
that's probably
saying?
why.
It was much more concise. That's
That
Paul's
front bit.
assessment.
Sorry, am I on the show with
It's like,
four other
why?
lads and you complained that the
It's just-
chest is too.
The
chest piece is
cartoon
too
didn't
big.
look like that. If the cartoon looked like that, it would
The
have
chest
been
is
popular.
too big.
The show would have
Yeah.
been cancelled there and then. You know.
It's too
so-
long.
This
I don't want
Abominus
this
on
to
page. Abominus
You
with
think
a
that's your
chest
page
like that,
3
Make
days?
some deal with them, and if we slag them off, you're worried you're not going to get it cheaper or something.
No, with a chest like that.
Be honest.
This bot could lead in Baywatch, the new one, 2024. Mate.
I mean,
So-
you whispered to me, Alexis, and you thought it was pish personally, but I don't know.
You have a very strange approach.
You said
to
each Japanese
press.
wasn't worth the 333 US
No, I
dollars,
didn't,
that-
James. I wish,
including
I wish
shipping and
they knew
PayPal fees.
I whispered in your ear, piss on me, you bastard.
That was in a different chat. Anyway, it's there.
Golden showers.
It always.
It's
You might like.
$333.
Yes, I just said that.
And that includes aftercare support. If it breaks, they'll fix it, they said.
What do you mean by aftercare support? I don't.
More than you get from Hasbro.
Oh, that looks really
After
good.
you transform it when they massage your hands, you know, to get the feeling back.
Right,
It's
come on,
Wagyu.
let's move on.
I am.
Move on.
Oh, do you know what? This is like Toys again. Same company. This is more their Wagyu Transformers. They massage them before they give them to you, so they're really peaceful in your home. They're making a Unicron. Now, can anyone see what this is styled on, potentially?
Unicron?
Studio sound.
That's right, Paul. HasLab. Well done.
Literally nobody said that. Anyway, there you go. Unicron's coming from.
This is cheeky wink and nod. They've said nothing about it. Everyone's just speculating. They've just done a cheeky wink, as you can see from the photograph, and put that up there. And now people are talking, which is probably a good way to promote it. Start it off. They haven't done their Metroplex yet, so people are saying, "I'll believe it when they complete Metroplex."
Okay. Master Universe Revolution had the new trailer that came out. Was it yesterday? And lots of people seem to be giving very positive feedback. But obviously, as always, you have to wait and see the series.
Did you see that He-Man has sex in this, doesn't he?
Did they? Oh, I haven't seen that quote. Where did you see that one? Are you projecting, Jamie? Is that more what you hope?
No,
I think he's supposed to. It looks like he's going to cop off with Teela. There's a scene at the end of the
what's
trailer.
the point of having all those muscles and not even getting to it? I just.
So does he go from
he might be asexual. Who knows? We don't know. Imagine how people would kick off if he was, though. If that's how they wrote him. Oh yeah, the fans will love that one. Anyway, the series looks like it could be really good, but we always say that. And loads of people have been analysing the trailer and the poster, and lots of people seem to be excited. But we shall see. And that's not a snake person down there. That's Teela, because there's part of the story where she gets some magical power linked to the snake.
She turns green.
She turns green. Yeah, she does turn green. Yeah, literally she does.
She got
Orko and Gwildor. Oh, and William Shatner's Gwildor. At least,
that's what I was thinking. Didn't William Shatner get it on in Star Trek with a green babe? And I was thinking Teela's green now.
Although hopefully it won't be Gwildor getting along with Green Teela, because that seems like something more specialist.
Oh, Adam,
yeah,
I think
fetish.
I think he does it as Adam. Literally.
I thought Shatner was Hordak. Is he not? Is he
No, Hordak. I can't remember the name of the actor now. It does Hordak. Somebody will tell us. They will know, or they'll Google it and to make themselves.
I'm doing it right now.
Anyway, well, there you go.
This is the news of the week.
Proving my point, Alexis. Well done. And then there's this, Alexis, which you shared. Is this actually confirmed, or is this off some rumor website? I haven't seen anything about this anywhere else, and you shared it.
Well, that's the point about putting it on there. We're exclusively now putting it up there, right? We're the first ones up there.
So put up false news, fake news, and make stuff up. Is it?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Or is this yet another whole thing of because he is a big fan of Warhammer? Like,
he is, right?
Everybody's just hoping. Because if it is, this is not news, and you shouldn't have put it.
True.
And he is gorgeous, isn't he?
Like,
this guy. I mean,
he is. Like, all good Transform the Show journalists. I do as much research as you guys do.
Could we get him as a guest?
Do not. Anyway, there you go.
He's Henry Cavill, isn't he?
Yeah, get Claire to send him an email and ask him do you want to come and judge Thomas' show.
Sorry, Paul, I missed your news. Lucy and Dan. Sorry, I missed
the Transformers bit.
I was posting any old shit. I just thought I'd send that as well.
I thought that'd be good to put up there because I know we do have the Joy Toy show and Joy Toy channel, and we do the Joy Toy giveaway. So I thought it'd be a nice link for Paul to do a little plug.
I just thought did I download it? Did anybody see the Fans Hobby?
I did.
Little leak thing. I have got it. Yay!
You said news downloaded, and then it was the next thing you posted.
Yeah, it was literally within about 5 minutes, and I thought, Gav, you absolute, you've done that deliberately, Gavlar. Anyway, Gav.
Joel cover was Vamp. Don't worry. You ready?
I was born ready, except when I'm not ready. Yeah, so this is the Machine Wars Soundwave, which was based off Stalker from G1.5, and yeah, they've repainted their Double Dealer / Stalker, and they're going to be doing this. Apparently, it's going to be some kind of an exclusive. It's called Machine Wave. It's MB19D. I think that is from Fans Hobby's website, so you can go on and have a look. See how you get hold of this thing. $133.90. Who knows? Maybe God will have a code for you. Actually, Primetime Toys wouldn't be able to get hold of something like this, would they? If it's like an exclusive, or would they? Graham, let us know.
Yeah, I think they find it hard with exclusives for conventions.
Yeah, I don't know if this is for a convention. There wasn't a lot of information actually on it about what it was for. So anyway, it's there. If you're a fan of the Machine Wars look and think, oh, actually, I quite like that now that it's got the repaint, or you're just a completist and you want all versions of this mold, there you are. And thank you to Gav Burgess, who dropped the information in TFUK, where I stole it.
Is that how you pronounce his surname, Burgess?
I don't know. It's how I pronounce it, because I've got a mate who's got the same surname, and that's how his is pronounced.
Oh.
If it's pronounced Burgers, then please let me know, Gav. Gav Burgers sounds much more fun. Right, there you go. That's news. Now it's the news. Oh, look, code. Oh, it's gone.
Oh, sorry.
That's nice pack, mate. That's a nice pack. Oof.
Right, there's 24 left apparently as well. Ooh.
Is that it?
Sold out, maybe, buddy.
Hell.
Look at this.
What's
Chat
that?
no more than we do.
24 out of 500.
Right, let's move on then. So we're going to do our pickups in one moment. Coming up later, we've got our top 5 Transformers, which are plain modes. Plus, we've got a discussion about all the conventions, everything you would like to know about conventions, including the sold-out TF Minicon, which is coming up soon. But next up is pickups.
We now return to the Transformers.
It's not pronounced burgers, as I'm already delicious as it is, and I can confirm, having had a bite from Gav's peach, it's definitely a delicious piece of meat, indeed.
Nom 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 nom.
That's true. Right, who'd like to go first?
Okay.
Jamie,
Lovely.
pick us up with some pickups, mate.
I don't know how we follow it, Gav. I don't know how we follow it. I'm not gonna lie.
So it's pronounced
Nom nom nom.
A gaff for pudding, that's how you follow that. He's a 3-course meal. I don't know what I'm really gay for Gav. You would.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gay for Gav.
That's
Who's
my
going?
movement. Go gay for Gav.
Let's move on before it gets awkward.
Before it gets awkward, yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Like Live Aid, but gay for
Well,
Gav.
we could go after it's awkward.
Press play. Here we go.
Yes, so there's a reason I'm showing these photos. It's to do with a wonderful gift I was given this week. But anyway, basically on, I think it was just New Year, Hogmanay, I was sharing what I thought were some of my best photos of the year. You know, and it was almost photos, and I don't think I'd actually even mentioned that, although I had it in my mind's eye. It was photos I would maybe cherry pick if I was going to do a calendar. And I'm sure I've mentioned maybe in chat a couple of times with maybe some of the lads, but I hadn't really said anything about it. So I've posted on well, I say I posted as if I just posted one place. I spammed the internet. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, multiple accounts, and not multiple accounts, multiple forum groups. Anyone who would take them, I posted, and it was my best photos I thought of the year, which I had done, and so I'm just showing you these off now. And I liked them all for different reasons, because I use different techniques, different styles, different. Art packages, techniques and stuff. And I was all trying different stuff. So I really liked them. Even got some Beast Wars love there, because I really liked the way that shot was and the way it worked. So yes, I posted this, and as I said before, I just completely spammed the internet with these. sort of photos, and I liked that one. I always wanted to do one from a scenic sort of like dropping down a bit more and deliberately blurring the character in the foreground. And that was like a really good close-up shot as well. So these were like my best photos of the year, you know, as far as I was concerned. And I got a big envelope on Saturday, which I was quite surprised about, and I wondered, oh, what's this? You know, because normally I'm expecting mail because I'm trying to come up with a cover story to convince Maylin not to murder me on the spot. And this time, I really was surprised, and I was a bit scared to see what this possibly could be, because I don't remember actually sort of buying anything. But what I actually got was, as I'm showing there on the screen just now, is I got a calendar, and it was just absolutely awesome. I did not expect.
Jamie, I don't even know. I think someone's ripped off your photos, because that looks really similar to yours.
Shut up, man.
I'm putting up some of the photos.
I was knocking them out at conventions for a $5 a pop.
I'd be
That's a good
lucky.
idea.
Yes, the paper's probably more expensive, but yeah. But
don't tell Jamie. But I think the calendar's in the wrong order.
You know, I just was really surprised, and I was I was taken aback, and I kid you not, and sometimes, you know, I think sometimes we oversay something, but I think this is probably the best present I've received, you know, in my lifetime actually, and it really did mean a lot to me, because I had no idea, and I know someone sent some mugs which were naked.
Some mugs.
Oh, look at his face or his arse.
Get back in your fucking leg.
And to be honest, I did appreciate the mug, because it was a nice intelligence test to see if someone failed it completely. But this was, it was just amazing, because I didn't expect it. It was nice to see how it might look, how a calendar might look with my photos and stuff, because I see, like TFW 2005, there's someone that does a calendar every year, and some other people do calendars as well, and I always thought about sending my photos in, then I don't, because I just don't think, you know, they'd be good enough, or you know, there's always some reason that gets in the way, you know, the email address is complicated to use or something like that. But it was a wonderful gift to receive, and I was really thankful for that, and I just can't say enough good stuff about it, and I want to be sincere when I'm not just saying it's one of the best presents I've received ever, because it actually is. It did mean a lot, and it was just awesome to get and to see. So I was really pleased and happy about that, and it's now up in my wall.
If everybody drops me a line, they can order one from me for £25 a pop. That's a joke. Please don't start contacting me. I'm not knocking it that way. Not like that.
Another thing I bought was a diorama set for Batman figures, which I don't own. Something like 20 quid. So I got that from Amazon. So I thought they might be good for like senior background stuff like that. So that was
is that the back computer?
Back cave and back computer, and I seem to have lost my video. No, I'm going to switch off that.
You've gone into Batman mode, incognito mode.
Oh.
Other Jamies are available.
Are they?
Jamie O'Hara.
I can't.
Right.
Would you want Jamie O'Hara?
Jamie O'Hara, just another Jamie. Go on, Pete. What did you get this week, sir?
I got two things. One that arrived today was Legacy Windblade, that I haven't even got it out of the box yet. So
wow,
that should be quite cool. And also I got Fans Toys Jive, which is Masterpiece Jazz.
Oh, nice.
And he is sublime. He really is. The transformation, the face sculpts, he's quality.
Have you transformed him?
Yeah.
Was he fairly easy?
Solid. What do you mean, have I? No,
He
no,
comes
I'm
with
lying. I'm lying live on the
He
internet.
Kind of look
All
big
right.
and hard in front of his
Yeah,
friends.
first-
Yeah,
first-
transformed
first-
it, mate.
I transformed it around my mate's house.
Yeah, completely,
yeah.
mate.
Yeah,
You said you're going to use a light box, which Ian gave you.
I did. I haven't had time, really, but I think I will take a couple of pictures because I'm actually in love with him. I think he's fantastic.
Do you want do you need a room?
Yes, I've got one.
I was going to say he's in one.
Yeah, loads of people are watching now. Yeah, so Fans Toys Jive, quality, nice, simple transformation in my mind. Awesome likeness to the G1
Cartoon.
character. Yeah, cartoon.
Not the
Sorry.
G1 comics.
No, heaven forbid.
Yeah.
You're right, Lord Jamie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just had to watch
this
it there.
is yeah.
He's very
Yeah, so those
very
are my
articulate.
two. Those very, very articulate and head sculpts.
Very.
Head sculpts are quality.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Probably my
I just
favourite,
love the
probably
fact
my
you said
favourite.
you said I'm in love with this figure, and it's just amazing when you get a toy like that. Where you it's just brilliant.
As soon as I got it out of the box, I mean the box art, the box art is exquisite as well. Fans Toys are
think it's
knocking it out of the park at the moment.
Would you agree it's their best G1 like season 1, 2 character they've done?
I don't know because I really like Hunk. I don't know.
I know it's better than Hunk.
Braun.
Hunk's. Oh no, yeah, Braun.
You like
Yeah,
Hunk?
Braun.
Do you just like the name Hunk, or is it an actual toy? Or...
I mean, every house needs two. I'm saying.
But who is Hunk for? Actual character?
Braun.
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 Braun,
Okay.
yeah.
And was it what's Jazz? Jive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Huffer is Pedo Face. They have weird names. Very, very weird names for Transformers.
Oh, dear.
I thought you were going to say something offensive like fuck face. So I'm glad you just went with pedo face.
Oh yeah, that's miles better.
I'm going to say it's Huffer's called Darren.
Oh,
So tells me
Jive,
just to do.
Hunk.
Is it actually called Darren, or you know a Darren called pedophile face? I don't know.
No, Huffer is.
Going Darren.
What's Huffer? What's
He's
Huffer
offering
called? Huffer's
Darren
called now.
a
Huffer's
basically
called
what
now.
we're trying to get to the
Huffer
bottom
is
of.
called now. Paul's
Strongman. Is it Strongman?
No,
Strongman.
no, I can't remember what it's called though.
Bob.
Strongman. Isn't it?
What?
Huffer
Rig.
is called Strongman.
Rig.
Oh, Rig.
Rick.
Who's
Huffer,
Strongman?
that's
Then?
Huffer.
That's Magic Square.
Yeah,
And Gears is Variator.
yeah, Gears is very.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Strongman is Magic Square. What is it with them like Strongman, Huffer, Hunk, and gyrating man bodies and stuff? It's weird, isn't it?
That's it.
Oh,
Got
I'm
Vibrator,
not
Gyrator,
knocking it. It's great.
Gyrator.
It's great.
Fire.
It is weird for
Why not, eh?
Huffer,
Why
though,
not?
isn't it? Because all Huffer was known for was complaining about all the comics and even cartoon.
Yeah.
He was one of the strongest Autobots. He said when he picked up the Mammoth.
Well, Braun was,
told-
wasn't it?
And he said might be one of the smallest Autobots and one of the strongest. And then he picked up the Mammoth and threw it through the portal. He also then towed Prime's trailer, didn't
He
he?
did, which would be why it's called Rig, I would have thought, because it's a rig.
Yeah.
Like
And he
a
does
rig
connect.
truck.
He does connect. He does connect to MP44 trailer as well. Like
There you
Transformers
go.
version. So you can do the thing from the episode.
Cool.
They always do the thing from the episode.
Let us know what custom you're working on. Pete, was there anything else?
Just those two. Thank you very much.
Nice pickup, sir. Andy, did you get anything this mate?
No, I spent all my money on calendars. I'm not getting anything this week. Fingers crossed next week. I'm expecting
Gosh,
something
well,
next week.
Oh,
Gosh,
do you know, I
well,
never
it's
got
fine,
to
man.
mention it was from Claire. I forgot to say it was from Claire.
I thought you did. Yeah.
You know, and I, thank you again, Claire.
That's my
Awesome.
Claire, just in case anybody's wondering why.
Well, she's my Claire now. Did she buy
She's
you a
my
calendar?
Hang on. That is true, actually.
Comes free with a calendar.
Where's my bloody calendar? Although, having said that, where are my photographs? But that's not the point.
Hey, Supersonic Bro.
Hey.
I didn't get anything this week, so I did transform Contact Shop, make toys. Almost didn't quite finish him off. That's what she said. But the back bit wouldn't just clip in, couldn't get to clip in. The rest of it was fine. Nothing else. I'm trying to pay off as much mortgage as I can. I'm getting frustrated with mortgages now. I just want I've
Mortgage
noticed
is
if
the
you
show.
pay off mortgage chat, apparently if you pay off more earlier,
Thank you.
Mortgage
you
the
have less
chat.
to pay in the long run. Or
Does
something.
anybody else wonder if Supersonic Bro is Chris McFeely? Because he loves Sonic, doesn't he? He does I'm sure he does a podcast on Sonic the Hedgehog or something like
Oh,
that.
it's Sonic's brother.
Is it you, Chris, or is it someone else?
I would
Oh,
He
Dave.
didn't answer.
someone undercover.
It must be him.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Have we done Alexis yet?
No,
Yeah,
He
he's
didn't
gonna
get
sleep.
something, but he lost something.
he got the snip.
I got something.
That was his only pick up this
Hey.
week.
Yeah,
It's all
I got
bollocks.
something. I'm actually gonna take some paracetamol. My balls are fucking out again
Go ice those
That's
bad
not
boys
funny.
up,
That's not
Alexis.
funny. That's not funny.
now.
Oh, it is.
One. There you go, mate. Already there. Already there.
bad.
Oh,
I don't want to get it done now.
Oh,
What?
that's-
You have to put an ice pack
Oh.
on for 3 days.
20 minutes every hour. 20
Freeze
minutes
them
every
off.
hour.
It's just like,
Most
you don't
people
even
say
notice
it's like
it, and you're-
it's like
not that bad.
24 hours and you'll be fine. It's only if you do manual work you should be concerned. What the fuck? He's just sitting in a desk.
I'll show you a picture of the hole I've
Came
got
back.
in my balls. I'll show you a picture of the hole.
No, you don't need to
I'll
show
show
any
it
of us a picture of your
No.
balls. We don't need a before and
That's lit-
after.
That's
only
literally
thing-
dick ups. That is
The
dick
only
ups.
thing you need to avoid, Alexis, is basically masturbating, spanking the monkey,
Oh,
Oh.
God.
you know,
Now
going
you're
on the
asking him
drug
Not even
game.
that. Not
That's
even
the
that, mate. If you
show.
have,
The
don't
family
even have
show.
an itch. Oi, don't even have an itch. Don't even have an itch.
So,
mate. You need to
if
if
like-
like
everyone could send Alexis pictures of very attractive women, I would really appreciate it.
Just bombard him.
Yeah, for a week.
Oh, dear.
and you got a bell for your wife to come, and you ring it.
I
and
do.
your wife comes.
Oh, my God.
It actually
Oh,
came
shit.
in earlier.
Don't come. Don't come.
It's like that story.
And often you can say that, is it?
Story
That's the advice you've been given, mate.
where the husband gets ill, and the wife goes to the doctor and says to the doctor, like, "Oh, is it really bad?" And the doctor says to the wife, "Look, it's really bad, but as long as you look after him, you have to really look after him, clean for him every day, do his dinners, serve him, do whatever he wants, protect him. If you can do that, then he won't die." She goes, "Okay, doctor, thank you." And she goes back to the husband, goes, "You're gonna die." I feel your wife is probably thinking now, Sam. More jokes
Thanks.
this week.
I think he's going to shove the bell up his ass.
More on the jokes to show. Love it. I got one pickup this week. I got one. I haven't got it down. It's downstairs. I got the
Ring a bell,
DX9.
Sam, yeah.
Shut up.
Doesn't count if it's not there. Come on. Oh, he's
That's
asking
not
you this because he's
Sorry, I think it's
I love you, I love you.
I'm just trying to tell my friends. It's like,
Oh.
Everyone's seen like
Speaking
those. I haven't seen like those like near like
Chatham.
animal like encounters like where you see the shadow come across like you see everyone goes back and sees the shadow come close to me then like I had a near death experience.
Look at him there, sneaking around.
I'm normally in my room where she can't hear me. So
Oh,
anyway,
brilliant.
so I got DX9 mini double dealer. That's what I got this week. That came in the post. I got it from Joy Toy World because it was sold out on Shozy. It was sold out everywhere else I found it. But Joy Toy World sold it and I picked it up for £25. I think I paid free. I think it was free post as well. So £25. It's really good because everywhere else I looked online, if you're looking for one, Joy Toy World, and they do Joy Toy as well if you look for money like that as well. But they everywhere else is about £43 or £35 plus postage. So yeah, I've got one of those. Haven't opened it yet. I'll give you first impressions next week when I'm out of my bedroom. That was it.
good, great stuff.
I'm just looking at the comments and I think half of them have forgotten how to spell.
Jamie, shall I show you something that I've learned that you can
The
do in
teacher
here?
in the
Yeah.
spelling and grammar matter. That's the
Andy, I'm
biggest-
just going to have to
Yeah, go on,
remove you
mate.
for a second so I can just show Jamie something. You saw it last week. We'll do this. Watch this, Jamie. We can now overlay stuff over Alexis. I've worked out how to do it. So,
Well,
just
I
a
have to be
heads up.
right there. I'll have to be right there. I'll be used on.
Doesn't
It
work.
works best with you. You know that.
What? Because
Yeah,
we
you
use
can.
Pete. You won't be able to tell the difference between Pete and Ross.
Have you fixed this yet? So it's the correct
I have actually. I showed it
Good,
last
so
week.
I've been
I fixed
thinking
it.
about that
I
all
showed-
week at work.
I showed that last week. I fixed it. I showed you I fixed it last week. Actually,
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I fixed it. I fixed it last week. Yes. So I saw after. I was like, oh yeah. I moved it down one. Yeah, I did.
I watched your video. It's really good. Right. Let's do, because there's no Rohan calling this night. So I hope you're okay, Rohan.
Whoa.
Yeah, no Rohan
Do you know
calling.
what video I watched
there.
this week? I was really surprised. Was Alfire's video. He did a review of a chug. figure.
I thought you were saying you were really surprised that you watched his video. Of course not.
Well, I watched his video because it's Wondertron. You know, it's a
I know. I said in the comments though for it, I said this is the new Arrowfire, mainline Arrowfire, and that's the one we
came over to our side now.
It was an exceptional review.
I'm so relieved that you bought it and you actually liked it. I knew because I've gone on about it.
Once he started to put some muscle on, I knew he was going to become a chocolate.
Wait for it.
They give with one hand and take with the other.
So, Paul, to answer your question, so I say I did fix it. That's a picture of me fixed, and I realised that you can also plug in the flight things to certain ports in it as well, so you can have bots flying as well. So
nice.
Fixed and little life hack there for you Legends of New Age collectors as well.
I remember at the time when you insisted it wasn't wonky. You just kept sitting there looking at it going,
I know. I looked.
You didn't have the glasses on, did you?
I know. I was looking at I looked at the trailer. I went, fuck's sake.
Glasses like
that. Beat me to it.
It was a really good video. Well worth watch. Okay, so if we're not going to do that, let's move straight on to foreplay. Tonight we're counting down our top 5 plane transformers. Where's the intro?
Balls.
There we go. Foreplay.
Lynn, these are sex people.
What do you mean?
They're sex swappers. Lynn, this is DEFCON 1. Look. Look. Don't make the same noise as them. Don't think you want to join in.
Right, so tonight we're counting down our top 5 planes that are Transformers. So let us know in the comments who your favourite plane Transformer is. And we'll start off with... never go to Alexis, I think you're probably unprepared. So it's always between...
I'm prepared.
Jamie.
I'm prepared.
Okay, Alexis.
He's been laying in bed all day. Surely he's done it.
Okay, so I'll do my mentions at the end, as we do, prevented at the end. But my one is Jetfire, or Skyfire, as I like to call it. Skyfire from the original G1 cartoon, or if you've got
such a knob. Such a knob.
I loved when he came on the screen. First of all, it wasn't like a traditional jet. It was almost like a half space, like this interstellar sort of piece, right? And it looked really super cool. And then obviously we had the Macross as a toy back in the 80s, and you were always longing for like that jet, really. So I think when it came out, when you got the fans toys, when I got the fans toys version back in 2015, that was like one of my nirvanas, right? It was, and I still have it today in jet mode. It's amazing. So for, simply mine is Skyfire from G1, Skyfire Jetfire.
Cool. I think Jetfire is a good choice. Yeah.
All right then, Jamie, did you choose as your plane Transformer?
Yeah. It's always difficult to decide which is your favorite, jet plane Transformer, and I think it has to be, the Seekers basically. So it could be Thundercracker, it could be Starscream, it could be any of the Seekers really, even the Coneheads that come in, and they're just iconic. It's what you remember from the cartoon. It's what I imagined Transformer toys to be. And when we got the new reimagined Legacy Transformers and Siege, it was just brilliant to get these sort of planes back again, the Earthrise versions. And it's just, I don't know what planes they're based on. But the one thing I do appreciate is when you look at the comics, Bob Bodansky, he obviously had an engineering background, so when he gave the stats about how fast these things could move and how far they could travel, it was just realistic, and it was awesome, and it was educational, and the phrases he used, the words he used, and it's just an amazing thing. And every time I look at the cartoon, even when you think about Transformers the movie, and you see Starscream coming down on RC, and then getting his foot stuck and blasting away. I mean, just looking at the jet mode, it's just gorgeous. It must have been a dream for an animator, to animate. And so when I look at it, I think to myself, Thundercracker, Skywalk, Starscream, and it's really hard for me to choose which one out of those three, and because it's the mold. So when you think about the characters, again, it's hard. So I would just go with this mold, and I would pick just Starscream, just for the fact is, he was that iconic voice, been in iconic stories, came back as a pretender. You had a sort of miniature version of his playing mold. So yes, Starscream.
Good choice, and well done for choosing an actual plane as opposed to a made-up Macross plane like Alexis did.
Hang on, are we losing points for the made-up ones? Bloody
yeah, made-up planes. You lose
That's like 95% of
Define,
Transformers.
define what plane it. Sorry, what's your definition of a plane, Paul?
Oh, just something which goes in the sky and is real. if it ticks those boxes,
all right,
use it.
Fine. I choose a duck.
Okay.
That's my plane. Duck.
That great transformer. No.
Wrong vowel in the middle of that word there.
You have bettered me, Oscar Wilde, with your wit on that one. Duck.
Oh, you and your sharp wit.
Right.
Ducking idiot.
Probably I don't know how old this transformer is, but it's really old. 2006, I want to say. But it's Masterpiece Sunstorm. Just because I picked up, it's kind of like the first Masterpiece transformer I got, and I really wanted to go with Provider because that's my favorite plane mode. But that's why I always choose him, and I was astonished with this guy when I finally got around to transforming him. I was used to quite simple transformations. This was the first Masterpiece transformer I ever transformed. It was a bit of a ball ache. Because I'd never really done that sort of level of transformation before. When I finally got into his ball plate, though, I was absolutely floored with the detail. The fact that it looked like an actual plane. You've got all the cockpit design, the decals were brilliant. I don't know what to expect. I remember ordering them off of eBay for like £40, and I've never even seen these guys. But I couldn't believe it, how good he looked in both modes. And at the time, I say Drew saying the bot mode looks a bit. It's not very well displayed there.
It's not transformed properly, is it?
But it's very.
The chest's in the wrong place.
The null rays.
And the null rays are facing
wonky.
randomly.
Yeah, null rays.
It must be a Hasbro official.
Yeah.
as was the style of the time.
Yeah, no, it was a bit of a journey for me to go to something which was that complicated to be transformed. Never had that before. But the reward at the end to get a transformer like that and the alt mode like that, which now probably looks a bit shit and pants, but like 15 years ago.
Andy's just destroyed this for me now. I was going, this is a really good choice.
Mold is an excellent mold. I had the Skywarp.
It is.
The
almost still holds up today.
Have you got a painting of a tiger above your bed?
Yes.
Oh
yes,
my
we talked about
God. I missed the tiger bit. Sorry, I was.
Can we show it? Oh, I see. You're in your bed and you're not cushy.
Is that where you keep your Sex Panther? Is that where you open it up? And
the thing is, guys, let's be honest. I can't be going hard enough if they've got a photo above the bed, really. Let's be honest there.
The concussions you should be getting from that.
I hope for your sake, Sam doesn't watch this.
I like the tiger.
Or maybe they do, but 20 seconds isn't enough to dislodge it.
I like tigers. Poor Alexis. There you go.
It was supporting animal welfare. It's a nice picture of a tiger. At
what point did you think, I know what I need to hang above our marital bed?
And then
something from 1988.
It's a
Did
lovely...
you draw that?
I'm not changing it now. When we get the house done, I'll change it. The bed stays. I love the bed.
Okay. Can you just show it to me one more time, please, Alexis?
Did you draw it?
No. You want it that bad? You go back and screenshot it. You want it that bad? You go back and screenshot it.
I mean, you know.
And he will.
He will add his own flair to it all.
You know, I'll wait 62 shows before I use it.
When you're not expecting it.
Or maybe just next week. Either way.
Remember when you were in bed for that show? And you pretended your balls were still hurting to get Sam to do more work. Pete,
is that an actual tiger or is that a lycra?
Pete, man with me. What did you choose?
Jamie and I should have coordinated, but I picked the G1 jets as well. but I'd probably more. This is the reissue of the original G1 toy, and I think I picked the Seeker mold rather than the character because, to be fair, maybe Thundercracker is my favourite out of the three, but it's marginal. I've got no love for any of them really, but I just think it was just such an inspired choice when they were, giving the Decepticons molds and stuff. They gave them fighter jets. They weren't fucking about. The Autobots got family saloons. Do you know what I mean? The evil guys, the evil guys that got the fighter jets.
Hey, a lot of the Autobots did have go fast stripes on their vehicles, like Ironhide.
You're right. No,
so
you're right.
Jet,
all the rage.
So was the Jet Slug.
Yeah. Meow. And they and meow. We know.
Meow.
Meow.
Why is your plane sound like a cat?
Oh, this is really.
We know. Meow is stronger than Vroom. All right. So
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't really expand upon what Jamie was saying. I just think it was our first, and it will be our last iteration of a plane for the Decepticons. Yeah, the Seekers for me.
Great choice. I'd just like to welcome.
And a great band.
Debatable. We'd like to welcome OG Butt Stuff also into the chat. We haven't heard from. Literally anything any comment you write, I will put up. So the more offensive,
without question.
I do like that though. I love our women to be like my favourite superheroes, X-Men. That's quite funny.
Great. Andy, what did you want for your choice of Seeker?
Nice. Right. So I was going to go with the Seekers as well. I did consider the Seekers, but I did assume somebody else would do the Seekers. So I'm two people up. So I'd gone for my next favourite, and this was, like Jamie said, such a tough choice because I love all of the Decepticon like jets and stuff, and I like the futuristic ones. I went for one that's supposedly based in part on the Blackbird, the old stealth fighter bomber that the Americans had, and I've gone for G1.5 Skyquake. See, this is why I take photos on other weeks, so I don't have to hold the bastard thing in front of a camera. But it's just, I love it. I just love the design. It's one of those bots that I love the robot mode and I love the alt mode, and I could literally display in either. My camera doesn't do it justice for the colors and everything. If you go and look on TF Wiki when it has the photo of him and underneath it says "Taste the Painbow," and it's literally so colorful. Yeah, exactly. I love that line. Taste the Painbow, because he's so colorful, like a packet of Skittles. But it's a beautiful jet. It's got features and stuff that keep it entertaining as well. Mine isn't complete because it hasn't got his gold plastic gun, which unfortunately perished a long time ago. I have got a load of the missiles, but I don't like. Well, it's not gold plastic in the bomber bit, but you can put them in, and then you just turn the drum, and the bombs all drop out, which is a nice carpet bombing effect. It's just a cool toy. You could link it up to the other Predators at the top there. You could link it up, and they had this like viewer thing that was pretty crap, didn't really work very well. But I don't do that because you ask many people who've owned this toy, and this gold plastic bit at the top will fall to pieces if you actually do the connection. It's just the way it goes because of the age of the toy.
So
I actually transformed this.
Insert something small.
Yeah, there was like a flip down bit on the smaller jets like Snare and Talon and that lot. You would put it in there, and then you look through the viewfinder here, and you get a little image, like a bit of art that was like of a battle scene, but with a viewfinder, as if you were looking through like some kind of scope or something, which was a brilliant idea. But unfortunately, gold plastic syndrome means so many of these figures, this whole section here is just shattered, and so.
Well, the little jets had that as well. The smaller ones had that as well. You can do the same thing.
Well, the smaller ones didn't have gold plastic in the actual toys, but the guns were gold plastic, and that means that they will snap off. So if you've got them in the hands and you don't remove them carefully, and even if you do, then the rifle will the actual peg will snap off in the fist, and that's a
I mean the crosshairs thing, the little picture. You can look through that. You can fold out something. You can look through it. That.
Oh yeah. You could just fold it out on your own and have a look through it if you want. Much less interesting. I mean, it was part of the gimmick that it was supposed to work like this. It just doesn't work very well because of this frigging thing. But I love it. I just love the design of it. This is the kind of thing that I imagine if I'd had when I was a kid, this would have been involved with so many of my other. I think this looks like the kind of jet that Cobra would fly around in, or it would be that kind of thing. You could use it as a spaceship, even though it looks like a jet. That's what I love in all these kind of jets. I just love that kind of
I think Paul's kind of got a point though, isn't it? Because it could be a spaceship but we chose.
It could be, but it's described as a bomber, so I think you'll find that you can argue all you want just because you want to win, even though it's not a competition, Jamie. Suck it, my friend.
Guys,
Anyway.
they were all great entries. Great entries, everyone.
This one is just brilliant. But I'm sure. Have you been yet, Paul?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You had your
Don't you remember? You destroyed his. You destroyed his one. You went.
How did I destroy his one? How did I destroy his one?
You criticised the null rays
viciously.
At least I knew the means. That's all I'll say. Oh yeah, the null rays were just not transformed properly on the robot mode, but it's the jet mode that looked great.
Those null rays are a bit weird to display anyway. It's on two ball joints, isn't it? But anyway, great answers. Well done, everyone. The actual answer was slingshot. So well done, Borders Dude. You won that, and you'll be something in the post on its way to you. Well done, sir. Right,
Alexis,
cool.
We would be remiss for not mentioning Kingdom Cyclonus.
Do you want to do your honourable mentions?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll go and walk the dog for a bit.
My honourable mention would be.
Oh, it's a code name.
Would be Thundercracker, which isn't much of a jump from the Starscream, but Thundercracker for me was one of the first Decepticon Transformer toys I got. I remember having, and obviously I started to lose a lot of the pieces straight away, like the hands and stuff like that. But it was, and I was happy when I figured out how to transform it when you swung the thing through the gap in the middle, and yes, it was brilliant. It was an iconic toy to have. It was wonderful just seeing Pete there with the retro version of Thundercracker, and I was just thinking, that's my boy Blue, that's my boy. And it's always funny when we do these things like our top fives, that sometimes I feel like we have to change some of this stuff, or be literally picking the same toy all the time, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of stuck in my way. Once I've picked something, I'm kind of stuck there. So I try to deliberately pick something which might have not been my first choice, but definitely would have been my very close second. But yeah, Thundercracker is my honourable mention.
Cool. Pete, what was yours?
Kingdom Cyclonus. Well, saying that, was it the Earthrise Cyclonus, the Kingdom Cyclonus, whichever one it was.
I think you'll find he's a spaceship, so you can't have that one.
Space plane.
Familiar? Does it sound familiar?
Space plane.
He's in the air and he flies.
I thought fuck off, because you could include Cosmos. Fuck off.
No, I you know what? I agree with you. I think you should just be a jet plane mode that looks like a jet. I think you can't.
It's got wings. It must have wings.
It's aerial bolt.
Flies and have wings, right?
What?
What?
Flies
no wings.
Flies and has wings.
It flies and has wings.
Exactly.
Can I just draw attention to my beer of choice this evening? We have a local brewery called Siren, who puts together a Soundwave IPA. It's no relation to Transformer Soundwave, but it's got.
Is everyone getting sponsored in this show now? Like,
is it superior?
Alexis with like toys, Pete with his Soundwave.
Do you know what? It's lovely, actually. It's a bit on the.
Yeah, he's getting sponsored, Jamie.
Do you know what we had at
well done.
Alexis's house?
Yeah.
And it was lovely, was it?
Yeah. No, you didn't like it.
Was that the time you got hit by Sam, Pete? When Sam hit you?
A powered flying vehicle with fixed wings and weight greater than or that in the air at the spaces. An aeroplane. That's a plane.
Right, because Alexis hasn't had his comment highlighted, he's now reading the comments out that he wrote in our chat.
There you go.
Oh my god.
So therefore, Cyclonus, my honourable mention is Quietus, Fantoys Quietus, and that is classed as an aeroplane because it's a fixed wing.
So why did you choose Jetfire then?
No. Honorary mention.
Have you logged in as Transformers the Show just so you can put your comment in there?
No, I tried.
He has, because it's not coming up on Twitch. If it's gone through StreamYard, it would have come through on Twitch.
Oh, I can do it. I can do it that way. I can log in that way if you'd like. Right. It doesn't let me. It wouldn't let me put a link earlier in as myself.
Fame, Ed. Fame. What's that?
Oh, dear.
I can connect to YouTube here. It says. So.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna go quickly. Right, I know it's not strictly speaking a jet, but I agree
still
with
doing honourable mentions.
Trigger happy. Just it's a great freaking toy. And I like the G1 version.
Yeah.
That's it. I just love this. I know it's that's like an X-wing bloody fighter. That's not really a jet, is it? You can imagine that must fly in space somehow, but it just looks that freaking good. Anyway, there you go.
Slugslinger.
Yes, Slugslinger.
Transformer. Alexi, so it doesn't have fixed wings because they're Transformers, you see. But you know,
self-quoting is literally. Oh, Dave.
That's all I have.
Touche, Dave. Touche.
Cool. Anyone else for this ridiculous bit where we say more stuff?
You love this, don't you, Paul?
I think Tracks could be considered then.
Tracks,
has got a fixed wing.
Anything else?
Fuck off. Shut up.
Jet
Tracks is not the best. Tracks is not the best anything.
Jet from Gladiators. We all love Jet from Gladiators.
And who wouldn't want to fly with her?
Has she got a fixed wing?
It's not a deal breaker for me.
Anyway,
sex wing. Right, let's do a discussion.
We now return to the Transformers.
Cool. So, TFN Minicon, TF Nation Minicon. The TFN Minicon has sold out, so you can't go there. So, if you wanted a ticket, you can't have one, but literally you can have mine because I'll just be in the bar. So, if you do want to go and see what's about, feel free to take my
I thought
ticket.
you said you would just be in the car.
I was just sitting in the car, watching you all have fun, going more and more cross, but enjoying my audiobook in the safety of my car.
There we go. Dog in the show.
Damn straight. So the TFN Minicon is sold out, which is great news. It's great because then you think they're going to do another one. It sold out quicker, didn't it, this time than last year?
Yeah, much quicker.
Yeah, quick as you have to be.
It's a no Rohans corner this week.
No.
I think we've already been over this, haven't we?
Yeah.
There's no
pay attention, Jamie.
He has forsaken us. Look on Jamie's face.
He was sponsorship or something. I don't know.
I'll stick an old episode up. I'll see what I've got.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Is he going undercover because of the tax initiative now?
Yeah, he's going on
deleting all the old videos. Get rid of it.
His name's Joe Smith now.
Right, here we go. Rohan's corner. Rohan.
What are we doing?
Rohan.
Who is this super YouTuber? Is it Paul, the Joy Toy Collector? Andy, the Newcastle United fan? Jamie, the GoBot hater? Alexis, the salesman? Rohan, the man with the plan and the Wall of Fame? Might just be
Taxman's look.
Rohan's Corner, Super Transformers guy. Rohan's Corner, poking Hasbro in the eye. Oh, he's so fly, a groovy guy with a beard that just won't stop. When the bots get rough, he's super tough as third party cleans up. Rohan's Corner, Super Transformers guy. Rohan's Corner, poking Hasbro in the eye. Thank you, my friends. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Rohan's Corner. And it feels like months. No, it feels like 4 million years have passed since the last episode I've done where I've actually got a chance to talk to you, or I've actually got a chance to record something. So apologies for that. Hopefully it's a good one. I've been thinking about several ideas. I really want to do an episode on Beast Machines. I wanted to do an episode for absolutely forever. And with Rise of the Beasts out there at the moment and everybody going wild for the Beast Wars, we don't often talk about the ugly child in the room, which is Beast Machines, but there are some great things about it, and hopefully you guys all want to see an episode on it. So if you do, hit like in the comments, let us know your thoughts. I would love to hear if you'd like to see me do a review on Beast Machines as a series. Anyway, for this week I thought I'd take us back into history. For those of you who know the Transformers history quite well, you know that Transformers originated from Diaclone in Japan.
Diaclone レスキュー隊員。彼らの乗る車はロボットに代わり救助に活躍する。メカが光るダイアクロンカーロボット。
And some representatives of Hasbro went out to Japan in the early 80s, picked up the property license rights, brought it to the Western world, and created the Transformers brand, created the Transformers characters and all the backstories and all the lore and the cartoon series to sell the toys alongside with the comics. However, did you know that there is actually another unknown brand that was out there in the 80s of transforming robots that made it to the Western world and was not as well received as Transformers, but became something that we all know and love today, which is why I'm wearing my Cycle t-shirt today. And it is none other than Robo Machines, or for those of us here in Europe, Machine Robo, or for those of you in the US, Machine Men. And this series, created by Bandai, which had a Japanese cartoon series, was a standalone toy line of figures that were available in the rest of the world, but not backed up by any media. No comics, no TV series, no other memorabilia, just some toys on the shelves. And they didn't do particularly well originally, and they realized this quite quickly, and they started building cheaper toys because the expensive, large toys that were on the shelves not moving anywhere weren't helping, so they got an entry-level price point at $3 for what eventually became the standard GoBots figures out there that all of us love and cherish to this day. But there's a bit of a misdemeanor. There's not a lot of GoBots going on in the world today. Obviously, aside from the IDW, I think it was, comic book series, which had a short run of GoBots character episodes, and also an appearance of Cycle in the Marvel Universe recently out of nowhere, there isn't pretty much any other GoBots stuff going on. There was obviously the Crasher toy in the Legacy line, not really that much of a lookalike towards Crasher, but had the color scheme and sort of had a face that sort of went as a homage to her. But anyway, the point is that when the GoBots were created by Bandai, it was as a result of something that happened with Transformers, actually. As I mentioned, Transformers picked up from Diaclone, brought over to the US, Hasbro and Takara came together, created this brand, and created the storyline and the ethos and everything else that we love today. Actually, in 1982, the Machine Robo series out in Japan was doing well enough on its own. When it was brought over to the US, just like Transformers was, actually before Transformers was, it was done so by Bandai, and they teamed up with Tonka, and they went to distribute the series, and they called it GoBots. And when they did so, they created their cartoon series, they created all the other memorabilia. It spun out into loads and loads of diverse lines and product sets, which are just, you know, you can go and watch the basics, or you can go and watch Toy Galaxy's history of Transformers versus GoBots. They're great episodes, both of those, and they'll tell you the history of it. But the key point was that GoBots ended up coming out second best to Transformers. It died off after a couple of years. The Rock Lords did not help them. Let's be honest. Who wants a transforming rock? There are different concepts in the fact that GoBots are actually cyborgs, whereas Transformers are actually robots, etc., etc. GoBots have human brains, etc., etc. Anyway, let's not get into all of that. The reason why I wanted to talk to you about Machine Robo or Robo Machine today is because this week I managed to pick up some Action Toys Robo Machine figures, which came out from around 2015 onwards. You see them here displayed on my Teletran 1 set. People like this Missile Robo, or as you know, if you're a GoBots fan like me, the orange toy version of Blaster, as he was known in the GoBot series, with his missile launchers and missiles here, massive missiles, turning into a missile tank. We have Spacey, the space shuttle. Very cool little space shuttle there. Again, these are supposed to be sort of masterpiece class figures, although they've not got much die cast in them, and they aren't, as you can see, masterpiece scale. However, they do have much more complex transformations than the original GoBots did. Blockhead here turning into a cement mixer. What a great figure. He has some die cast here in his drum, but plastic all the way around. Otherwise, we have the iconic Buggyman, one of Rudy's favorite characters. Great little figure this. I believe he's got this toy as well. A great color scheme to boot, with some real detail in there. You've got a steering wheel, some controls, obviously the seats for the buggies, the exhaust pipes, and the actual lights on the back there painted in, as well as on the front, and the wheels all obviously. We have Fightor over here, or as he's known as Blue Jet in the Robo Machine line. I don't know why. These characters all obviously originally came from the Revenge of Kronos Robo Machines line, and have then been adapted into GoBot's lore. And for some reason, he comes with swords. I much preferred the GoBot's character of Fightor, sort of the shockwave of the series, if you like. We have Tank over here. Again, some differences between this and the GoBot's iteration. In GoBots, he was a much darker blue, a much more squat tank, much longer as well. This is a very sort of tight-packed vehicle mode for him. Still a cool figure with his Cylon-type fusion cannon there, which is very cool. And then right at the end here, we have Screwhead, or Drill Bit, which is obviously a drill, like in some of the Transformers series where they're mining bots, either in Beast Machines or in Transformers Prime, as we saw with the drills, looking for energon. These are pretty cool. And the figures themselves, you know, when they came out, were between sort of 45, 50 pounds. Kapow sold a lot of these. Still have some of them in stock, I believe. And some of them got discounted. I did buy the Bike Robo, the cycle version in this class, and I didn't like it. The face sculpt was not the same. The head, the color of the legs was wrong. The old mode was all right, but the robot mode was not good. So I sold it off, and I've got these now. I also have the KFC Toys Cycle, which is obviously masterpiece scale, much larger. Doesn't really scale in with these guys. Here's hoping for some 3P companies to come along and do a full GoBot line, cartoon accurate. Doesn't have to be masterpiece. I don't collect masterpiece. Legends will do, or even Hasbro scale would be fine. But I'd love to see someone putting some emphasis into these, because, like it or not, Robo Machines and GoBots are part of the Transformers universe. Bandai lost the rights to the distribution. Tonka was acquired by Hasbro in 1991. Yes, there are some sort of legality issues between Bandai, Hanna-Barbera, who did the cartoon series, and Hasbro, which are preventing any of the parties from actually recreating those figures. But 3P, come on, you can do it. Anywho, I thought I'd just show those off to you this week, share them with you. Hope you enjoyed them. Something a little bit different. Still transforming robots. Don't shoot me all at once. Don't pelt those tomatoes. Anywho, hope you've enjoyed. Back to the studio.
Transformers, Rohans in disguise.
That was awesome. I actually watched one of his episodes and it was really good. I was instead of just darting off to the toilet, I sat there and watched it. I really liked it. It's a classic Rohan. And do you know what's even better? We've got all his videos, so when he gets arrested for alleged tax fraud, we could just do classic Rohan videos.
We can bank the money. Absolutely bank the money. It'd be good.
Don't say stuff like that.
We all use IP now. Yeah, it was Rohan.
Classic Rohan or Clohan. Clohan. So that does bring us to discussion time, which is going to be all about the conventions. So you made me do that.
We now return to the Transformers.
Robots in disguise. Right, conventions. Who wants to kick us off?
I could kick you off.
You can.
Yeah.
Andy can, but Alexis can't. Because he hasn't got the power. Sorry, Alexis. One day you will earn your admin status back, but today is not that day.
Today is not that day.
I was thinking about this today, and I almost I was almost worried, especially when Pete started to read out a joke from the chat there. I was thinking, oh my God, don't read out until you've understood the damn joke. But then it was an okay joke, so I was thank God, because I was worried we'd get cancelled and then we wouldn't be able to go to a convention. But that was the thing. I had like a fear, because I've really got used to this diet of toy conventions. And it's obviously because it's part of the community. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I don't think that had always been the case. I think originally when I had toy conventions, and guys can just butt in if you want, is I used to always be a bit apprehensive because I didn't really know anyone. How long would I be there? How long before Maylan was planning my death or torture? Or, begging me to go away. And that's, to be fair to her, she's always been fully supportive. She has to be. She's my chauffeur. I've got no choice. But I honestly don't have any apprehension about going to these conventions, and I think that's down to the people in the chat there, and of course you guys here, and that's an amazing thing, and that's just a little bit I wanted to say as we started off. I'm looking forward to this because of the people here. So that's just, it's a weird sensation. It's something I've just taken for granted now over these last 3 or 4 years.
No, I agree, 100%. It's the people, isn't it? The reason they got. It sounds horrible to TFN Minicon, but I might go and see the Transformers. I will spend all my time with the people who turn up. It'll be great to see loads of friends. Plus, Alexis, you'll be there, so it'll be a really good night. Alexis, you are my favorite person in the world. And we meet up with such a funny time, especially TFN when it's like 3 or 4 full days of meeting up. It's always brilliant. But the Minicon is just a little snippet.
Why don't you give him a lift in, you prick?
Just because of geography. If I could change that.
It's a 10-hour trip.
The fucking ographies.
Oh, I would actually come all the way down and pick you up. And I pick loads of people up on the way and take them to different conventions every single year. Yeah.
I think the Minicon being sold out, I think so early, is quite nice and quite lovely, really, because I think it shows how much the fandom cherish the events that TFM put on, and I think it things like this, maybe some people see it as a one-day event, and their £40 ticket might not make much of an impact, but I think it really does. We know that COVID hit them really hard, and the very show that brought us all together and has given us a platform to meet up and stuff might not have been able to happen after COVID, because we know it was quite hard for them financially. And I think the support that they get in with these one-day events and the fact they're selling out so quick is, I just think it's really lovely. And I think anything that keeps the TFN bandwagon rolling is wicked in my mind.
No, I agree wholeheartedly. So who's coming to the TF Minicon? So this starts off, is it May?
March.
No, March.
March. Is May.
TF UK Con's May.
Which is an also excellent convention.
Is it March 25th, is it?
It's the end of March, so it's the 26th or something. Yeah.
And
I'm going to
the 23rd of March.
I was about to say, what James said, it grows arms and legs, doesn't it? So we're going down on the Friday to get extra time down there rather than zip down. Last time I think I came on the day and stayed the night. But it's cool. It's in Manchester as well, which is a cool place to have. Alexis, you're not going this year?
Nah, I'm not going. It's just for me.
At the moment, he's not going. That means
you've got a fear of missing out.
Last year, he was in Austria on the day of the convention and said he wasn't going, and then rocked up at like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, he flew into Heathrow and then got a flight from Heathrow to Manchester.
But it was like 30 quid for the flight, so I was like, why not, right? I can walk. And then it was a quick train journey, which was like £5. So that was quite easy.
It sounds to me you're already planning to do it again.
I'm not. At the moment, no. I haven't got a ticket, so it's sold out. So if there's a ticket that was available last minute, and the hotel's dropping in price, then yeah, I might go. I think
you didn't have a ticket last time and you still came. So that's not an excuse.
I know. I stayed in a different hotel. I've got a free hotel. I had to walk through Manchester at like 1 a.m, which was quite scary on my own. So, I ran back to my hotel. Which was down one road.
You ran back to your hotel.
Yeah, it's at the Marriott, which is in the site. It's not by the main train station now, is it? It's down the other side. It's down by the other train station, isn't it? So it's the west end side of Manchester. So so at the moment, no, not for me. But should be fun. Should be lots of fun.
Yes, goes Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's like the pride of Manchester. I'm just gonna.
The red side anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, has there been any what's the panels? I don't know what's going on. So like,
Andy Cousins is there. I want to say Jack Lawrence is there.
Correct.
Peter Cullen.
Catherine
Zeta-Jones.
Actual Prime.
Yeah.
Not just Peter Cullen. The real
one. Real life.
The real life one. And Megan Fox doing a strip show in the evening.
Don't tease me.
Is that a tribute Megan Fox?
I would just like to have a conversation with Megan Fox, have a nice cup of tea with some tea biscuits, and just chat with her about Transformers.
Can I give her a soggy biscuit? Lovely.
Yeah, by licking her face.
Chat with her. Anyway.
Right.
TFN Minicon looks like it's going to be good.
Pint of wine.
Go on, get it down, your son.
Pint of wine.
The night is young, and apparently so are you.
Yes, because I can hear stuff.
You can hear like a dog.
Whole show.
I beat your earphone.
Anyone
with his ear trumpet.
The fucking crickets are chirping.
Hey, what?
But I'm just looking forward to seeing a lot of other people like Sam, Thompson, Jermaine, and stuff like that.
You meant just Alexis's wife.
Really
looking forward to seeing my friend's wife.
Alexis isn't going, but Sam is.
I'm clear.
All the
wives. Transformers wives.
To be fair, they sent them gifts. Here's your calendar, Jamie. Thank you. Why?
I could have said this. Make sure you do not edit this because we all like to drink cocktails together. So yes,
we do. And,
I can now hear footsteps. By the way, so I'm in trouble.
So Primo Viti is from North Macedonia. That classic place where you get your red wines from.
The hidden vine.
Macedonian red wine. It's the Malbec of the Soviet bloc, Dave.
But I'm looking forward to seeing people like Dave Wallace. I want to find out who this Billy person is and ask him, why hadn't you sent me a letter yet? I've spent a fortune on tickets. I've spent more money than Andy has. How come he gets money? I don't know.
Because it's not about that, Jamie. It's not about money.
It should be. That's how capitalism works.
It's the likability.
Likability.
He referred to you anyway, didn't he?
He did. You're in the crew.
Did he say it? And the other people on Transformers, the show.
He put in the letter. He put
that includes
Andy. Andy, you mentioned Alexis in there, but let's be honest, everybody mentions Alexis in many letters and court documents. And then he said, and the whole Transformers the show crew.
He mentioned Claire over us.
Lisa framed mine. Lisa's put mine in a little thing upstairs.
Oh. Did you get one?
No. I want to see how red I can make Jamie.
That took a fun.
That's the only thing that keeps me going. Is it Paul who not only started the show, funds the show, drove the show forward. He's not even mentioned it all. I know, we're just ignored.
But then I don't feel bad if I slag it off. So.
Oh my God! The hate fire burns bright.
I look forward to watching you two have a chat with Billy. Should be entertaining.
Saying that, he refers to me as the guy with the nose.
Really?
What?
Has he never watched Harry?
That's what Billy said. You have a nose.
Has he
You're
never
a tall man.
Has he never watched
You have a
Harry?
nose and a tall man.
I'm a tall man.
Anyway, yeah,
Your
the
nose is
TFN
fine.
Minicon looks good. It looks like it'll be fun.
I think it's right though. It is the people, isn't it? Because you can buy the toys anywhere now, and I think, it would be probably fair to say that a lot of the people that have panels and stuff at the conventions, it's not a once in a lifetime to see them, but it really is perhaps the once in a year or once in a 6 months where you get to meet up with people that perhaps you're only chatting with online and stuff. So it's a real central point, I think, to get everybody together, and it's always fun. It always goes so fast as well, and the one day like last year, it just went so fast. You're there mid-morning kind of thing, and then before you know it, it's the middle of the afternoon, and then before you know it, you're watching.
It was just like more chilled and like
super chilled.
Getting to talk to members of the TFN crew there, because they weren't rushing around all the time under constant stress and everything. Like being able to stop and have proper chats with Dave and Billy, and it was just a much more chilled atmosphere, and I think they liked that, which is part of the reason why they wanted.
So is that when you started having conversations with Billy then? Interesting.
Do you not remember being there for the conversation with Billy? Because most of the conversation was about. Oh wait, no.
I remember
somebody in particular at a certain meetup. Alexis was just there.
Who?
Yes, I was perfectly sober and a gentleman throughout. And but yeah, it was nice to be able to, like, especially with Dave, because every time we see Dave, he's so stressed out at TFN, and he's just so chilled. And just see everybody just get together, have drinks, buy cocktails, which I don't like, but just the whole experience.
You liked the cocktail I bought you.
I did like that one. I can't remember which one it was though. So whether we get,
I think it was a cherry Starscream bomb or something like that.
There you go.
Too polite. No, you had a bumblebee. That's what it was.
No, Charlie had the bumblebee. No, Charlie had the bumblebee.
Jamie's memory of who had which cocktail is both impressive and disturbing in equal measure. I made a note of it in my diary. Who had which?
I just remember the guy doing it. He was like,
he's not watching. He's not going to care. He was the slowest barman I've ever seen.
Yeah, lifeless.
Shake. And we just had this queue of people behind us.
And Chris McFeely is trying to do a panel.
Just the 8. Anyway.
It must be my life. What my life has come to, standing behind the bar doing fucking Transformers cocktails
having a good
on a
time.
Saturday. That's all my friends I don't have are going out.
Those poor barmen in the evening.
So Chris McFeely was there last. Oh yeah, I remember seeing it. He was there. What, doing a panel last year?
I think he was.
Did he do a panel?
Or was he just there?
Oh,
he was definitely at TF UK con,
and he's definitely back this year as well.
Exactly. And it'd be nice to have a chat with him. He's a nice bloke, isn't he?
He's lovely.
Alexis gets naked everywhere.
Doesn't have to be a convention.
That's what I was talking to Billy about.
It's getting him to keep his clothes on. That's the challenge.
It's like a junkion. It's not getting him dressed that's the problem. It's getting his clothes on.
Dressed.
It's the episode of How I Met Your Mother. The naked man. 3 times works every time.
RJ, if you wind up Chris McFeely again, I'll chuck you out the place myself. Cut it out.
Oh,
yeah, ain't gonna happen.
So have you got hotels?
Done that.
Have you all got hotels booked? Have you got a hotel?
No, but I'll book a hotel if you want to crash in the same hotel. I'll book a hotel. You can have my ticket if you want to come.
He's coming. You know he's coming. I guarantee.
I want everyone to show how much I.
Oh no, I'm not coming.
When it goes off air, I'll be Alexis. I made all of that up. You're not coming. You're not staking my ticket, and you're not staying in my hotel room. No, I'm joking. Of course you can.
I probably could get there actually. Okay,
here we go.
Oh,
That didn't take long.
Okay.
I'm giving it a miss this year, lads.
It's because you're going to go back to Sam and go, guess what? We're going to stay in Paul's hotel rooms. It's not going to cost anything. And share his ticket. So we should be all right.
Pete can give you a lift.
And Pete will drive me there and back, won't he? So,
yeah, exactly.
Generous of you, Pete. Good lad.
Because I'm going on the Friday, but Pete's actually leaving on the Saturday. So
it's literally free.
Well, I'm not coming home.
What?
Whatever.
Are you going for
your way of getting out?
I think we're going across. I think I'm going across to Maddie. I think.
You're going to see the Wicked Witch of the North, are you?
Good news, Alexis. You're off to Yorkshire afterwards.
Yeah. No, he's not.
Way home from there.
No.
The convention never ends. It just goes on.
I'm sure Alexis has made some comments about you. Anyway,
I think Pete's having nightmares now. I just hide his boot.
She will smash his face in.
Do you know what we should do for a laugh? Transformers the show does a sex toy convention. That'd be funny. I think we should do that just for the walls.
Oh yeah, because you feared about you were worried about me saying a joke and getting us cancelled.
Hang on.
However, you wanted to go to.
You're talking about sponsorships. You're talking about sponsorships. You've got love for me now, Jamie. What's going on?
Well,
that level of membership already, surely.
Well, we do so many different toys, don't we? So I was just thinking.
That's my kind of like of the year. Oh dear.
Spends thousands at Hasbro, thousands at Love Honey.
Yeah, I told you you'd set off hobbies up straight up.
You first them off. It's getting horny now.
Although he's calling you tiny.
We spoke about TF Minicon. We've also got TF UK Con, which is in May, and we've got TF Nation, the big bad boy, in August. Which is just crazy, isn't it? How excited we get for them. My wife can model them for you. PM me. I'll give you my address. See what we can do for you. Let's get that offline.
You don't want to wish the year away, but it's like once you've had Minicon and then we'll go to TF UK Con, you're like, right, I want it to be TFN now, because you're getting that, you're almost getting a rhythm with it. But
that's almost the only bad thing about these things is that when it comes to the end of them, you don't kind of want them to end, and then you start, like you say, wishing the year away because the next thing's right. When's the next one? When's the next time we get to do this again? Which is
on a serious note, we were considering going to a Transformers convention in somewhere like Canada.
Thank God for that. I thought you were saying we were going to do something with sex toys. Freaking hell, I don't remember that conversation.
Toronto,
I must have missed that one.
TFCon
there's the Canadian. There's some over in Canada, isn't there?
It's a boot. Yes.
Yeah. And I was about to say we haven't said anything offensive about Canadians. That's about right.
So I've got family. I've got family out there. It's fine.
He didn't start singing the Uncle song. I think we're all right at the moment. A bit of South Park reference for you there.
This year, I don't know about you, but this year, I said to Len, we have to go on the Thursday night and leave on the Monday. Which is going to be the longest time I've stayed. Because I don't even want to see that many panels, because last year I went to see all the panels. I paid the money. I thought I want to see as many panels as I can. And the trouble with that was I kind of got in the way with meeting other people as well. And then this year I kind of want to just sit and chat. And this time I feel like we could almost rotate around the whole bar area, because we virtually nearly know everyone now at these conventions, and I literally really want to do that. I want to meet up with people who I never got time, because last year I never got time to chat with someone. I felt bad, so I was going by around or something like that and say, this is just for you, and because I really did just want to just say hello to a lot of these people.
I love the idea. That's a brilliant idea, Jamie. They should build for us some form of rotating table that it moves all the way around the bar area so we can see everybody slowly going by.
What we'll do, I will hire one of those those cycle bars. I'll hire one of those bars.
Well, like a sushi bar.
Yes.
That's what I meant. Cycle round. As you cycle, it moves round. We'll cycle, and as we pedal, it will move round the Hilton.
Cycling.
And have our little bar.
Gym boys can all cycle. You're all getting into that shit.
That's my weekend.
Everyone's got to do that.
I'm on the beer.
Sushi bar works
Too late
better.
now, Pete. It's leg day.
Yeah, no.
Bit
It's
of
beer day.
cardio.
It's beer day, Thursday to Sunday.
Like a donkey will have a pint hanging in front of you. Get to
But wouldn't that be
Oh,
awesome? Like a
please
sushi
have a
bar
donkey
type
hanging
of
in front of
thing
him.
set up if we did that. You know, we could phone the Hilton, maybe they could put it together.
You can ask, can't you? You can ask.
Yeah.
I just accept reasonably priced beer if I'm honest.
I wouldn't go with any high hopes.
I'm going to be staying in an executive suite so I could get executive lounge access.
I swear it'll be more than £8 a pint this year, I reckon, at the bar in Hilton. £8. So we'll have to bring supplies.
Not on our table, it won't be boys.
Supplies shall be brought.
That's it.
This is the way. It's not like this.
We're going to
gym. Carry the crates under me.
We're going to need a bigger box, bigger cool box.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think they do a bigger cool box. I got the biggest that was available.
They're not that fussed, though.
Challenge accepted.
The year before was when RJ's mum, Chica brought the box of beer for us. And just plonked it down. We just cracked it open and sat there. And
I think I did the best one because I just came in with a box of beer and then we asked for an ice bucket.
Yes, I did.
I just love the way you've turned it into a competition. I did the best.
I know.
I want recognition right now.
Technically,
I did it on a
asked
Saturday night when it was busy. I did it during daytime hours.
I asked for the ice bucket and I asked for the bottle opener as well.
Yeah.
They didn't get
need a bottle.
I drank the beer I brought in on the bar when they were serving other people.
Right. I climbed over the bar.
I can't be test.
I the beer over me.
I went to the bar with my boombox and put my boombox on the bar and ordered a pint.
Yeah, nobody wanted that though. The boombox especially.
Oh, we're getting a bigger one this year.
You fucking
A proper boombox.
Ghetto blaster.
Style.
Boombox. Are we getting a boombox?
If he brings out some cardboard boxes on the floor, we'll just turn it into a proper 80s.
Get him,
I'll get a cool box that turns into a boombox. A cool boombox. A boom cool box.
And
Mixed
I
in
also
Good
I
boy,
went
Mick.
with the Transformer the ladies and we went to drink some cocktails at the other bar across from the executive room.
You're a sleeper cell, aren't you? I'll come with you. Make sure.
Go get cocktails, and Jamie just goes. What? So
All right, if you
and you want
insist.
Jamie to come over to you, just go cocktails, and he'll just be up.
Jamie would say the tails bit.
Oh, you could try it.
It's like his anchor. It's like his anchor mantle. You get the big shell. Cocktails.
But there's another massive bar, isn't
Cocktail
there,
crew
across from the
assemble.
executive room, which is
Yeah,
just
yeah,
empty.
Yeah.
That's called a restaurant, mate.
No, it's an executive bar.
No,
No,
across
I
from
think you
that.
meant the other.
No, I meant across from the executive.
Oh, the executive bar was last,
Should
wasn't it?
we-
What about TF
Restaurant.
UK Con?
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Should we not
What are you thinking of?
talk about how awesome that's going to be? You got
Is it
Bob
May the
Bodiansky
20
interview.
Not all at once.
Well,
All
so
right.
Bob-
Okay, someone go.
Bob Budiansky's not going to be there, but there's an exclusive interview that we've done with him, which will be there. Chris McFeely is going to be there, and that's one of my favourite bits about last year. And he joins in everything, doesn't he? The quiz, having a drink at the bar, chatting and
Great
stuff.
spot.
He's the same as Ben's Collectibles.
Helping Alexis to his
Ben's been-
hotel room, he did everything.
He does, yeah. Ben's obviously in
Like the
Canada, but
passage.
he was the same.
Easy now.
Whose turn is it tonight, McFeely's?
I'm doing some stretching. Give me a second.
Don't give eye contact. Don't give eye contact.
He tells you his room's at the end of the corridor.
Hi, I'm Peter Cullen. Yeah, great, Peter. Nice to meet you. But it's your turn. First convention. You're picking Alexis to bed tonight.
To show you this photo, this
Them's
is
the
Alexis.
rules.
You see him wandering the corridors.
Everyone
rules are you
knows
have to
him.
get into bed.
What's it? Simon Furman with the beers.
I still remember not the last TFN, but the TF UK Con, but the one before. when we got to the bar, Andy, and Alexis goes, Simon, Simon, you know? And like Simon is literally just like 1 seat away. He's not even that far.
It was the old dad.
Yeah.
But also, the other thing about that first TFUK con that I remember with Alexis was where you lot were all saying, "Oh, we're a bit rough after last night. We don't expect to see Alexis." And then was it Dan Stevenson, I think, who was at the bar and introduced himself for the first time. And he straight away said, "Look, lads, I want to buy you all a drink." And suddenly, Alexis just appeared. I know. Buying a drink. Somebody buying a drink.
It's like Beetlejuice.
Hello.
It's like if you say it 3 times, Alexis appears.
Sunstreaker's got a quick question. Is Tyson's return stick shot worth getting? I had him. He's a solid. I think it's hard with because six shot's such a clunky character anyway, but he's probably
Quality
hard not to do wrong.
He's not the brick the G1 was. He's basically that with a bit of articulation. Could be better, but could be worse. So he's worth picking up and experiencing.
Depends how much you're paying Sunstreaker.
Upgrade it.
Don't pay him
anymore. He's actually quite cheap in compared to his upgrade when he became an Autobot, isn't he? So
quick switch.
Quick switch is the one that's a bit over 100, but six shot should be about between 40 and 60.
£30 is bad.
Well worth 30 quid. Well worth 30 quid, Sunstreaker.
Wow. Because that quick switch, don't get me wrong, it's all right. But I mean, even the head, if you look at the box art that we got, the photos that they had on the actual box set, the head's not the same as what they'd originally shown. The head was more like the original quick switch.
Well, that's the one thing I would say about Transformers Legacy this year. A lot of the product shots, when you get the toy, they've got different paint apps. And sometimes it's not even just the way they've took the photo, where they've put the ISO up, the light up. No, it's literally different paint apps they've used.
I think
Stuart's saying that it's a huge bit of trash. Drew's saying he loves it, but he hasn't got it yet. Ed's got one, really loves it. Impactor said the swords are postable, the hands are nice. Ian's posted the comment about Pete for some reason, but lots of feedback there about
these are rubbish.
About six shot, which is great. I don't know why I'm doing that, Pete. I don't even agree with it.
No,
you look younger than all of us.
Do you know what?
I'm stooping to their level.
I bid you good day.
Good day.
Good afternoon.
That's a good day, sir. If you then leave on a horse-drawn carriage, it's not going to help.
But you know the funny thing is, he'll remember what that's like.
What, pulling it?
No, he doesn't do leg day.
Oh, dear.
No, never.
I like the idea his knees are crap for the next time he's doing those deadlifts and just his knees go,
Let us know how you get on Sunstreaker with that. It turns out.
Right, what else have we got to UK Con there? Because we started talking about like some guests that we've got. I don't think we finished, did we?
So Simon Furman's coming back, which is amazing. Another guy who, like Chris McFeely, will sit in the bar, will stay up drinking. He doesn't have to, so apologies if this year he doesn't. But every time he's there, he's so cool, isn't he? And he always sits up drinking, having a beer, and chatting to people. Does his bit on the show the next day. We also got Lou Stringer, who done the little short strip in
Combat Colin.
Marvel.
Combat Colin. Yeah, and his dad. Because those of you, a few fans will know his dad, as it turned out, was friends with Thew's dad many years ago. So, yeah, a little bit of trivia there. Yeah, Lou String will be interesting. Simon Furman is the interesting one because the amount of times he said really complimentary things about, and even in this discussion at TFUK Con, he was saying he really liked it because it was just a really nice, chilled atmosphere. And that's, it's nice to get feedback like that, isn't it? That we're not all weird psychos bothering him constantly. Not all of us, anyway.
Alexis.
We're not naming names here, Alexis. No, we're not doing that because that would be unfair.
I just imagine him stripping off and running in the corridors of the hotel.
Simon!
Me.
Simon!
Here's a pint.
No, what it was, like, Simon does know who Alexis is, and Alexis knows who Simon is. And I think Alexis had bought Simon a drink or something, and it said he'd buy him one back. And then Simon was at the front of the queue at Transformers Nation.
That's TF Nation, yeah.
Yeah, it was TFN, yeah.
Alexis went to the front and said, Simon, beer for me, please, mate. And like, yeah. And then Alexis went, and for him.
No, he was fine. It's about that. Yeah, that was it. It was I didn't know how to
And then I'm
that
coming back
situation.
going,
It
and
was
then in the end,
one
for
more drink.
fuck's
One more
sake,
drink.
Alexis, how many more is
There was
there?
one more drink.
Do you
There was one
know that
more.
reminds me of that time was it Oxford we went to, and he came back with a bottle of champagne.
Same
I'm buying a
energy,
bottle of
same
champagne.
energy.
I went.
Yeah.
I went.
He came
That's
back with a,
different.
listen
That's
to this.
different.
He came back with a bottle of champagne, and I was like, "Why did you buy it? That's expensive." And he went, "Do you want a drink, Jamie?" And I went, "No, it's okay," because I was like expensive. Then me Lynn shows up. "Oh, did you get the bottle of champagne I bought?" And I went, "What the fuck?" Alexis, you just grabbed it from him and bolts into the table.
In my defence, Jamie just told a very good story, but I was at the bar queuing for a bottle of champagne. And
You never have any defence.
No, Maydeen said, "Let me buy you a." I said, "No, because I want to buy a bottle of champagne. It's not fair you buy it." She goes, "No, it's fine." But I said, "No, I'll buy it." She goes, "No, it's fine." I said, "You sure?" She goes, "Fine, okay, you buy it." That's what happened. So.
That's
I bet you really had to twist your arm there, Alexis.
Yeah.
In Alexis's mind, he argued. At the time, he just went, "Yeah, all right then." And that's when he said,
I often
The botanist? No, is it the botanist or the?
No, the alchemist.
Alchemist. That's it. Like if
What's
you ever done one, if you ever do rounds, try and not get the round when you're at the pub called the Alchemist anywhere in the world. Fucking hell, it was like £15 a drink, wasn't it? Every round. There's only like 6 of us. £85, please.
I was like, you spent a fortune that weekend.
I was going to get a can of Foster's. It was just that.
I think you said your wedding was cheaper, didn't you, Paul? You said
my wedding was cheaper than going to the fucking Alchemist that weekend.
Brilliant. Are we done?
But no, but there's other conventions we started to go to as well, because we named it the 3 big Transformer ones, but we started to go to the toy conventions. And our last meetup was due to that.
Yeah, let's Toy Fest.
And Sandown, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is it Roll Out Roll Call that some of the lads go to as well, down south?
Yeah, that's November time, down in the New Forest.
Later in the year?
I think it's November. Yeah, I think it's November.
Literally middle of fucking back in the beyond that. It's so hard to find that place. There's no good road to get into that town.
I'd quite like to go to the NEC one, the Birmingham one.
I would.
That looks amazing.
I mean, Rob's talked about
that.
I think that's actually on the tables. That's probably another convention we'll be heading to.
Is that April, isn't it? Is that April or is it March?
April,
no,
yes.
April, yeah. So,
we're going to have to open an OnlyFans account, aren't we? Because we're going to be skinned.
Another one.
Another one.
Going, Jamie.
A charity campaign at the beginning of each show.
You got one of those videos. You can help.
He's got
Jamie.
He's got to promote his love. He's got to promote his love honey for his summer, hasn't he? So what better place than OnlyFans?
How would we do it, though? We've got your email list. We'll start sending naked photos unless you pay money.
We're actually having a discussion live on
you
air.
pay for us to stop.
It's like a twist in OnlyFans.
Yeah. Only dreads. That's what it's called. Only dreads.
Sending you.
No, it'd be called anti-fans.
If you don't send me £9 a month, we'll send you naked pictures of me.
It sounds like extortion.
You make us blush.
Is that extortion? I always wonder the difference between extortion and racketeering.
I feel extortion is such negative connotations to that word.
Entrepreneurial. That bombshell.
That's entrepreneur of the X Factor.
That's meant to be our new dance, isn't it? We're supposed to go in.
Oh, yeah. That was TFN Minicon. They replied to.
Was it?
Yeah. They did reply with the from Dodgeball when what do you call it? The Cobras team come in and they're all doing. So I said that's how we're entering the Minicon. But we have to do it as a team. All meet up and go.
With blazers.
Wow.
About the blazers. It's a secret.
I must have blacked out at that point. My body
wouldn't be the first time.
Happy birthday, Lexus.
Thanks for inviting us. You know you're in the pub.
It's Tuesday, Alexis.
One of my favourite photos in my photo album.
Oh yeah, I've got the video of it. I need to share it.
All right. Time to end.
Right.
Sober Alexis doesn't find it funny.
So next week,
needed it with half cuddles.
Half cut. We've been going for like 6 hours.
I know, but we were slowly.
You weren't awake to see us get full cut.
It's like he gets to 6 pints and then he just tips over, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, more than that.
Love you, John.
Scout and Pie were doing 2-for-1s.
More than that over a month, maybe, but not in that.
Scouting party was hard. Scouting party was hard. We worked hard that night.
And it was quick.
We didn't enjoy it. It was work.
Yeah.
What was I going to say?
I don't know. You distracted.
Oh yeah, next week. So next week you all kept chatting and it annoyed me. Next week, Nerdy Up North. The main guy from Nerdy Up North. If you're up north and you're a bit of a nerd, you would have heard of them. They're going to be on the show for a bit to talk about what they do on Facebook. They got their YouTube channel, and it's great to have him on. Other than that, join the Facebook group and lots of other stuff.
There is still time to enter the competition. You still have an hour and 46 minutes to enter the TF show competition. Code's there. All are on TF show. Send me an email. The links on our channel. Go to the shop. 15 people.
Well, hopefully we can double it. If 6 people enter, we can double it and get it to 12. That'd be great for the 14-month competition.
I want to ask a genuine question, though. Why do you say it's going to close in an hour and 46 minutes? Why not just wait till Sunday?
Because you said the 12th, you bastard. You should pick a date and stick to it. It was your idea. Don't pick the 12th.
Just Jamie.
You
can't argue with his logic on that one.
He does it. He does it, Alexis. He does it. Changes like the wind.
To be fair, nobody's paying attention.
You're using GMT time. 12 o'clock GMT. Send your email in.
GMT?
Send your code in.
Any entries after that time will have to be deleted. We don't make them.
Yeah.
No, there'll be no competitions.
And he will not be accepting the points.
All 15.
Thank you so much for watching the show tonight. So much. You've been awesome. We love you all, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye. Bye. I haven't ended it. Do you know what? I went to end it and I didn't.
Keep going.
False alarm.
And then I went to click the end stream bit and I missed it. And then I started looking back at the camera.
We got to do it all again.
I didn't want to see anything.
You should put
to see
an
if
outtake
you
on
could
it.
catch someone out.
You should leave it, and Alexis would have just that would be the point where he decides to show us those testicles.
Right, what episode are we on? 205. Okay, I promise on episode 269, remember, if you're watching the show, I will pretend to end it. Alexis won't remember, and I'll let it carry on recording.
And we'll get cancelled.
And we'll see if you got a job in the morning.
But what are we to do?
Good night.
269. I got a year.